What's the deal, my people? You know it is the Don Tony Teflon. That is Phil. That is why can't I point that is Phil the
It's tough because it's backwards for us, Tony. People that are listening to the audio podcast, we're on the screen, but if we point in the wrong direction, like I'm pointing in Tony's direction right now, but it's the wrong fucking direction.
Phil the Issues, guys. Escaping from podcast. We are in the building. We are here. Season 4, episode 3 of From. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into everything. We will do the breakdown when it ends. When it ends at 10 o'clock, we'll do the breakdown. But before that, we'll talk about this. Talk about random stuff and everything else. We'll do the recap, I should say, at 10 o'clock. We'll just talk about the random stuff. We've got the phone lines open early for all of y'all and everything else. So you can call in and give your thoughts on this episode and what you think. Now, Phil, I'm not going to say I got some things right, but, you know, hey.
You got some things right. You got some things right. And we also got to see.
Hi, everybody. I'm the boy in white, and I'm here, and my voice has changed.
We got the boy in white coming up in this episode doing some other stuff. But let's get to the key thing. Tony has been talking even before the episode titles came out. I saw someone say that the episode titles came out, and I said something. I said something about that being a Grateful Dead song, and I'll take credit for that. That might be the episode where people trip and out and stuff. Tony, I think, maybe even last season put out some video that you said something about hallucinogenic drugs or something like, if I remember correctly, it might've been last season or in between seasons. I forget.
It was in between seasons, like right at the end of last season, in between and stuff. I put the video out about that.
Yeah, he's been calling this tripping thing long, which I feel bad because me being me, I'm like, I should know the tripping thing right away. But Tony's been calling the tripping thing months before I noticed the name of the Grateful Dead episode.
Yeah, and then once I seen the Grateful Dead name, it was a wrap. Then it was like, oh, it's over. I didn't have to see it, but I knew that it was going down. You know what I mean? So that is just what it was and stuff. But we ain't gonna talk. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. We
have plenty of time. We have plenty of time.
But let's say what up to the people who are here. We just started. Been on for 2 minutes. We have over 130 people here. Let's say what up to all our people. Nonfiction in the building. Rocking with us. Profound is in here. Be our boy White. Wrong question, dumbass. He should have said that, the boy. I would have liked him better if he would have said some shit like that. He should definitely said that.
What are you talking about?
NX is in the building. That's always with us right now. We got Quantum Theory is in the building, rocking with us. Summer Girl V is in the building. Hello, how are you? You looking nice tonight and everything. Hand Me Deals is in the building, rocking with us. Our girl from the land down under, Carla Way. Now, Carla, I usually to play the intro of you singing the song all the time, and then people ask why I don't play it anymore. It's because I get flagged because of the music. But if you do an acoustic version, I would really appreciate it so I could play it again. I know it may be asking a lot, but if you ever do have the time to do it, I would love for you to do it so that you could have that I can play that again. I missed our intro and everything. Laura is in the building, rocking with us.
Also from Australia.
Also from Australia. Aussie. Jewel the Nile is in the building, rocking with us. Quentin is up in here. Smokey is up in this piece. Saucy Don is in here. Listen, there's a lot of different Dons is in the building, and we got another Don rocking with us. We appreciate that. My man Reels is in the building rocking with us. He's driving and all that stuff and all that good stuff. He's up in here. Ronald is up in here. Son of Skies is up in here. A lot of people. We got RCO is in the building rocking with us right there. You know what I mean? She's considerate done. Acosta coming. Thank you so much, babe. We really appreciate it. It's not the same without playing that. Our girl Red Lipstick Club is up in here. No Context is in the building. Got love for everybody up in there. The phone line is open. Phil just put it on the board. It's 781-990-8509. If you want to call up, smash that like button on your way in. We're going to be here for a while talking about this whole situation. We're also streaming live on Phil the Issues Guys channel, so show them some love over there and stuff like that. All right. I heard a lot of people go a couple of different ways with this episode, Phil.
So much happened in this episode, and I want to get one thing out of the way, Tony. Is the Cave of the Lonely Dragon and the crow stuff? Which show are we watching? Is this Game of Thrones? What do we do? We got someone's in a crow. Yeah, I know you said something about this too, but you forgot the Cave of the Lonely. I mean, you mentioned it, but the Cave of the Lonely Dragon sounds pretty Game of Thrones too.
It sure does. And listen, and we got to understand that the dudes worked on the episode with Bran Stark in Game of Thrones. So if not to be influenced, why not? And but before we get into that, I've seen a lot of rankings. I've seen people giving it 5s. I've seen people giving it 7s. Some people, but it seemed to be on the low side for this episode. What did you rate this episode?
I would say just for clarity of what we can get our MVP and our LVP out of the way here too. I would say episode 1 for me was like an 8.5. Last week's episode was a 7.5, and I would say this is like a 7. I think this was a good episode. This is a setup episode that you need because of the cool stuff that's going to happen ongoing. I think this was a perfect episode, did what it needed to do. It seemed a little on the short side, but it had a couple of good pumps, moments, and stuff like that. I think the boy in the white did a little bit more than you thought, but we'll get into that later. But I think Ethan had a big episode. Jade was hilarious, and not like every moment he had a chance to go shit, fuck, whatever he was saying, it was perfect. Acosta had a big change in tonight's episode.
So listen, Phil. I didn't want nothing bad to happen to her, and I was so nervous going in it. I was so nervous, hands sweaty, palms sweaty, that my girl is going to get killed. I cannot watch the show without her, and she was going to get killed off, and I did not want that to happen. I'm so glad that it did not go that way.
Oh, it was so awesome, Tony. And I would also say that even though we did have that scene at the end with Boyd talking and saying he doesn't like who he is and he's going through different situations, I did feel like he was more Boyd trying to help people. Like he had the first episode where he seemed more like himself in this episode. He woke up, he decided to take a different tact with Acosta, and I think really kind of came to a point. And I want to say this before anyone else says it, and I'm going to probably make a video, and I'll probably be wrong because it's the only thing I'm going to say. But what is Acosta going to theoretically find? She's going to find a picture of past Sophia, and that's going to be how they bust Sophia.
That works for me. That definitely works for me. She's got to find something down there.
I don't know if it's going to be that, but I'm just
that would be great if she did. Because listen, they're having her do the CSI work, right? And I thought it was very important for that Boyd specifically said to her that I may have overlooked something, giving her more power. Like, all right, I wasn't good enough to do it. You're a cop. And I think that a lot of times we see Boyd, he's a sheriff, but he's not a trained cop, right? It's not like he's trained to be a cop. He didn't go to school. He didn't know how to do he doesn't know how to do all that. And I think that by him doing that, he empowered her a lot by doing it. There's a very good psychological trick that he played at that particular time with her, and I thought he did really good with that. And I'm just so happy my baby girl is still in the show, and I still get to see her and everything else that she is. Mwah! Love you, girl.
With you literally kissing a picture's butt. And I do have to say, thank you, Vibe Solo. We will never rush this damn process. And thank you, Jen Hack, who is our third friend from Australia tonight right now and gives a super chat. Difference between a crow and a raven is a matter of opinion. It's like opinion is the feather that differentiates them.
There's a big of a difference. I mean, there is a difference between them. Obviously they look the same, but there's big differences. I mean, when you really delve deep into it and stuff, a raven can cruise on a jet stream. It could just soar on the jet stream. A crow can't go that high and soar on the jet stream, right? So ravens are significantly bigger than crows when you look at them in person and stuff. But the biggest thing is that they can go on the jet stream and everything, because that's what happens. Like crows, they'll attack bald eagles. I see it happen up here all the time. Like a group of crows will start attacking a bald eagle, and a bald eagle never fights back. It just keeps going higher, and it goes higher, and it goes higher, and the crows go as high as they can, and then they can't go any higher anymore because the eagle can also go in the jet stream, and that's how they get rid of their crows and stuff. And that's how the Don gets rid of his haters. You know what I mean? I just keep flying high, and eventually those birds just keep dropping to the floor.
I thought you meant you send crows to go shit on their heads or some shit like that. Do ravens remember people's faces like crows do?
I don't know, but I don't know if they can do that. I don't know the intelligence level of a raven. I would think it's pretty high, but crows are extremely intelligent. Obviously, they can remember people's faces perfectly. You know what I mean? As I said in the video, they would do it in Roman times. They would have them go over to senators and stuff and talk to them. And just from them knowing who that person was, they would shoot them right over to that person and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? But
Chaz says, I think the crows represent the people who died. Each crow is a person that died there, theoretically. That's an interesting thought, for sure.
That is very interesting. So it definitely could be each crow is someone who died. That would be great if they actually did that. You know what I mean? And this crow that we are seeing is the Jim Crow. And just so happens his name is Jim and it's a Jim Crow situation.
Oh, you know? I find that funny.
Hey, but he's married to a black woman, I think, in real life. So it doesn't really apply to her. But it is a bit. I don't believe in coincidences, but it is one of those things that his name is Jim and he's a crow and stuff like that. Without that, what up to Julie B, deep dives and everything, and thank you so much. We have another super chat here for Phil. Let's go back to yours. Let's get that popping. We didn't get a chance to read that.
I forgot about mine. Big E. Thank you, Big E. You're awesome, buddy. Feel bad for Victor having his PSTD watching the NFL Hall of Fame jacket in the woods. Yeah, I know. You see that golden jacket. You realize that you still haven't made the Hall of Fame. It's laces out. Laces out. You start screaming. I've been a little hard on Victor here and there, but I felt bad for him tonight's episode because he was screaming a couple things that I think are super important tonight. Obviously, you said it in your video, and it's true. He said one of the most important things anyone said. Tell Jade. The other thing was Tabitha. I got to give Tabitha credit. She gets a lot of shit. She, at one point, just says to the boy in white, stop speaking in goddamn riddles. We have to clip that audio. Stop.
Yeah, it's about time, right? Listen, I'm going to be honest about the boy in white. I'm getting sick of him. Like I'm really not. I don't know how long I could deal with him, unless it goes in the route that it goes where he's an observer. Yeah. And if he's an observer, and if y'all ever watch Fringe and you know about the observers, then you understand what I'm saying. The observers are not allowed to interfere. They're not even allowed to give information. They're just there to observe. You know what I mean? So if that's the part they're playing with him, that he's an observer, and it seems like he's story walking back and forth, right? We look at the way he disappears and the way he does appear and the way that he can be affected by the physical reality, whether when he gets wet, his hair gets wet and everything else. It seems like he's story walking, but he's an observer. And he's not allowed to interfere. And in Fringe, one observer did interfere. There was a bad situation for him, and he got hunted down by the other observers until he got killed and stuff because of his interference. He wasn't supposed to do something. Someone was supposed to die. He prevented that person from dying. So it could be a situation like that with the boy in white. If they go that route with him, then I'll understand everything.
If they do something in Lost, it's not quite the same thing, but in Lost, there's two characters that can't do certain things. They're in situations where they can't really interfere. They can talk people into doing things, like talk someone into killing somebody, but they can't actually do the killing themselves. They can't kill each other, but they can talk to somebody else to kill you. Like you and I, Tony, we can't kill each other, but we could talk other people into doing it. But there's a movie. Demolition Man has that thing too, where the guy like gets into Wesley Snipes' head. I will not kill you, and he just has his buddy do it. He unzaps his buddy. He's like, yeah, you kill him then, fine, whatever. But there's weird ways of working in that. What I want to say about Victor though is what he said that was really important was I tried to convince myself it wasn't real, and then when he saw the jacket, he thought it was real. So he thought that the massacre, seeing the man in yellow and all that sort of stuff, he convinced himself, or something convinced him that was all not real. So he compartmentalized that. And
well, there's two ways you could take it. He either compartmentalized that, as you said, and just block that off, or the man in yellow grabbed him by his throat and told him, if you ever speak about me, I kill everybody again. Or
he said, this is a dream. Wake the fuck up. When you wake up, you're gonna not remember this dream. He went all Charles Dance, sort of not Nimsby on him. This is a dream, motherfucker, and we're gonna get you.
Yeah, because that's what manipulators do that all the time. Unfortunately, to children, especially children, and that get abused and stuff, that they'll say to them, if you say this, I'll do this to your parents. I'll do this. And they really believe that that's going to happen. so they don't say anything about it, right? So it could have been a situation after this abuse, the man in yellow could have killed him and said, listen, you go and keep your mouth shut, boy, or I'll kill everybody else in this town again. And then that's why he's kept his mouth shut the whole time. But I think that no doubt about it, when you see that boy in white walking with those dogs, it's going to be the man in yellow at that massacre down there. Yeah. I think that's pretty cut and dry. That's what it's going to be. And he got it wrong, thinking it was the boy in white, and it's just going to turn out to be the man in the yellow suit.
Peter Griffin, yeah, it's this will be gray very, very soon. Fatima with another super chat donation. Thank you. Fatima,
Fatima's got that fucking beautiful Shaka Khan hair.
Like I mess up her name every time because of this damn show, because the show we watch. And to get off Fatima and get to Fatima here for a second. Something you didn't talk about in your video, and I saw a couple of people ask you the questions. So let's get into this right at the beginning. Was Fatima and Elgin collecting shit for her to eat again, or is she doing some plan where they're trying to trap Smiley? Is she pregnant again? What do you think was going on with the Fatima Elgin?
Listen, I was going to put this in the video, but because y'all are here right now, we're going to rock with it right now. It's going to be some type of ghost shit. This is what I'm feeling. Ghost. Yeah, everyone seen the movie Ghost?
Like, I feel. Is it like Patrick Swayze Ghost?
Patrick Swayze. She's going to make some type of mold and shit. And this motherfucker is going to come behind her when he's dead and help her with the mold. And she's going to be doing some ceramics. As somebody who has a ceramic, who's just picked up ceramics class and have one next week, because I've been doing it because I want to do some ghost shit myself one day. I think that is what's going to happen. She's going to build and because Ellis is out of here. He's too nice. When you have the Boyd situation with him hugging him and doing that, when you have him going to Fatima, you were here for me, so I want to be here for you, and they go and start to the break room, I think that there's no doubt that they are setting this man up to die. They're making him too nice, too much stuff going on with him. You don't do all that unless you're going to break everybody's hearts, and they're setting it up for Ellis to get out of here.
Yeah, I could not agree more. Ellis is it's sad how much what's going to happen to Ellis in a couple of episodes. This is how I feel about it. Kenny is adult. He's fallen right into it. A couple questions I have for you about the man in yellow, Sophia. Number one, does everyone agree, or is people disagree that was it an act, or was he really uncomfortable by the crows? Like the crows seemed like they were warning people about him, right? Like that's what that seemed like.
Yeah, it throws me off when you say Sophia, then say him.
I'm sorry. Yeah, like my pronouns are all fucked up with this character.
Yeah, there's no doubt that shocked him. Like without a doubt, when she looked over. And you could see it in the face, like, what the fuck are they doing here?
Like, shut the fuck up, guy. Almost like, Tony, shut up. Don't tell them. I'm telling what I told you. Like, they're giving like 100%.
And listen, crows are known, as I put in my video, they are known as interdimensional beings. Like, that is what they are known for. That's the history of the crow. Everyone knows that they can travel between different dimensions. And in the end, people, I told y'all a lot of stuff already. And I'm telling you, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be interdimensional stuff going off in this piece, and that's the way it's going to go down. Without y'all, I know we got a couple of super chats. We want to make sure we get all of them. Keep hustling and putting out content, Big Dog. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate you. I like being called Big Dog too. Listen, I'm working, Phil. I'm on the wall with my feet doing push-up headstands now.
You're like Rocky.
Listen, I started on the Total Gym. You know what I mean? Doing it from the Total Gym. And now I have worked my way up to my feet on the wall doing push-ups. So I'm very, very proud of myself that I'm able to do that and stuff like that. So when you say Big Dog, it makes me feel good. Like it's working out for me. It's working out. Not as big as Ellis got. This dude put on like 10 pounds of muscle. This motherfucker. Without a shadow of a doubt. Definitely put up like 10 pounds of muscle on him and stuff. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We still doing what we're doing. We still doing what we're doing and stuff and everything else. My God.
We got 10 gift memberships, and then Brandon just said, "Love the work. We love the work you guys in the chat do. It keeps it fun."
100%. It would not be the same if it wasn't for all y'all in the chat coming here representing every week. You know what I mean? Whether it's counter programming on us or whatever, you're still here with us. You rock with us. We appreciate you and we love you for it. And we're always going to be here rocking with you. And listen, we're going to do our best to get on some actors for you. We're going to do our best to get on some of your favorite YouTubers. I know y'all like to see us all talk. We had Real on again. We're going to have Real back on again and stuff like that, so we do this for you. It's not about, this is about the familia, right? It's about our family. And we do everything we do for y'all and just make this the best viewing experience, the best place you can go. The best live stream. That's why we call it for the fans.
Everyone's awesome tonight. Epic Media, EPC Media. I'm new in the chat. Normally I'm asleep by now. Thank you for popping in here. It's great that the time worked out to get to. As we have our first call of the evening. Excuse me while I try to get to this phone. The first one's always a little difficult to get to. Area code 262. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where you're calling from, and what you got?
Hi, Phil. Lisa here.
Hey, Lisa.
Calling from Wisconsin.
Well,
And hi, Phil and Don. How are you guys doing?
great. How about you?
What's going on?
Good. I just wanted to say that I'm excited for Jade to take the mushrooms, and it'll be funny if he goes into the caves while he's high on mushrooms.
Oh, I that's probably why he gets bagged up.
Exactly.
he might start touching that face and say, "Look how beautiful you are. You're all so beautiful." It's like,
What a long, strange trip it's been.
he might be in there.
I'm
be a
glad
tripping
that you're
episode.
doing some fun. Well, that's what I was called in for. So.
No, but we can all imagine that we're gonna get an Alice in Wonderland segment. There's been a couple of shows that have done like the tripping thing. There's an Entourage scene with Jeremy Piven tripping. There's a couple of other tripping scenes that have been in movies. I have a feeling we might get a whole like Jade, Damon in Harrenhal like tripping segment that we get with him just like for 15 minutes going on Jade's crazy adventure or something like that. It should be fun.
And I don't think that'd be a waste of time at all.
No.
I'm totally down for that.
Good use of time. Good use.
Well, thank you guys.
Oh, thank you.
We really appreciate
Very
it.
much appreciate it. Awesome.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out for Jade. I don't think it's meant for Jade. I think it's more meant for Julie. I think the mushrooms is what's gonna tap into her thing. He's coming up with the idea to do it, but as Boyd said, he said specifically this episode, you don't want what's in your head to get everybody in trouble. And I think he's going to take that and he's going to get him in trouble. He's the one who's going to go out there and then wander into the fucking caves all fucked up and everything else. And that's how he's going to get bagged up when it's all said and done in there. Because of that, I think that's the reason why Boyd said that line in there. And I think it's all meant for Julie. Julie is the one who has to take that mushroom in there to enhance her story walking ability. That is the way I believe it's going to play.
Question I have is, this reminds me of the Super Mario Brothers movie, the first one, the Bob Hoskins, the situation when they need something, it just pops up. Who did Jade create that mushroom because he wanted the tripping? Did they put it there to fuck with him?
Well,
off there.
Well, Randall was looking for it earlier, right?
Oh, looking for sure.
He was looking for it. And if people go back in the day, you want to go back in the day when we interviewed Tien Chen, all right?
Oh yeah, Randall brought. Oh yeah,
he was out looking for it. And when we interviewed Tien Chen, and I talked to her about her tea, she specifically said in that interview, go back watch the video. Oh, you're talking about the mushroom tea that I'm making? And she said that, and she brought up the mushrooms right then. Right back then, she brought up mushrooms and stuff. And that's what really started making me think about everything. Like, wait a second. She said mushroom tea and everything. And I asked her, I said, what is there? Something in that tea that you're giving everybody up in there and stuff? She goes, oh, look, the mushroom tea. And then that's what really set everything off when she said that. And I was like, wait a second. She said mushroom tea. They had to tell her that was mushroom tea, if there's something going on there. But y'all can go back, check out that interview. You'll see I said that all the way back then when I had her on and stuff, but that's what it was. And that's what set everything else off.
Laura and Carla talking about Jade will be floating naked in on the pod. Everyone liked Jade floating in naked.
They were all about it. Oh, at least ladies finally got your eye candy.
We got calls right at once, Tony. This is area code 917. 917. Welcome to the show.
Hey, so this is my theory.
Do it.
You gotta introduce yourself first.
Yeah, what's your name? That's my fault. What's your name, caller?
Oh, it's Chaz.
Hey, Chaz.
Hey.
Hey. Like, I know who you are, Chaz, from your voice, but the people in the chat may not. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I'm like a really stoned grandpa that just thinks of all the callers as one caller, and I just say, caller, Hey, caller. I'm old.
Yeah, I usually call in Teflon, but yeah, what's going on? So this is my thing. I get a weird feeling with Randall and Julie. He's being too nice.
Mm-hmm.
And remember the time when Julie was like, "Oh, how'd you know where I'm going?" Like he was watching her. I think he's gonna betray her somehow in some way because he risked his life going to the house, and then he knows about her time traveling as far as like when she comes back, when she goes in the rooms. So I think somehow Randall's gonna be connected to the man in yellow, which it sounds crazy, but what if? You know?
I mean, we could what if it if we want. I just don't know what purpose. So when I look at the story and I look at any story, I have to ask the question, how does it advance the plot? So if he betrays Julie while she's story walking, then I guess that would advance the plot, and then that's it. But something terrible would have to happen to Julie because of that. I truly think of Randall, as Phil has always said, that he just wants to be a hero. And he's been consistent with that.
Captain America.
He was the first person when the house went down. He was down to go in there to get Jim out of it right off the bat. He didn't know nobody. He didn't do anything. He was jumped himself right up in there. He's always had that complex about him. And I think that he likes Julie as not as a girlfriend interest, because he told Jim, I mean, when you take a girl, try to teach her how to drive, and he's telling Jim how to be a better dad, basically. Like, this should be you out there trying to teach.
He thinks of like Uncle Randall or like brother. There's like, they got kind of like a brother sister vibe going on. For those of you shipping them, no, they got more of a brother sister vibe to me.
I think it would slaughter Randall's character to do that. And that's why I just don't think they could go that route with it. I think it would just ruin everything they set up for him. It wouldn't be like a big dastardly D reveal. It would be because he's already been vilified for what he did to Donna. So if he did that to Donna and everything else, and then it turns out that he's working with the man in yellow, to me, it just wouldn't fit narratively for the story.
Do we have any theories of who was that dead body in the house when Randall went inside?
Oh, Tony called this one.
I told you who it was. You ain't watching my videos. I told everybody who it was.
Okay.
I told everybody.
You're a good caller. You're a good caller.
I told you all who it was. You still there on the phone? Oh, no.
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah. I already told everybody who it was. It's Brick. And I told everybody it was Brick and everything. So, yes, it's Brick. And people came over there. People came in the chat. People, came in the comment section. Came on the phone line. I totally tell a lot. You know what you're talking about. I totally tell a lot. Brick ain't big enough character. It ain't gonna be Brick. I heard all that shit. And in the end, the Don was right again. Right again. Bend the knee. Bend the knee, as Don Willie would say.
Okay. So then, another question I had while watching it was, Vic, do you think that when Tabitha went to the faraway tree,
Mm-hmm.
And Victor's dad insisted to come with her,
Oh, Henry. Poor Henry.
do you think Anthony was voice controlling him, telling her like not to go into the tree? That's why the boy in white showed up, and then he was like, "Don't go in. It's not going to work. You might die." Like, what if that was another way to escape? Like, if she had the opportunity to.
I mean, I don't know. We have no definitive answers of how these trees actually work, right? Everything he said was 100% true. So the risk isn't worth the reward. Tabitha all of a sudden just got some goddamn, Rambo thing that she's just willing to die and let Donna take care of her kids.
Yeah, she left a note. The best line, none of the great line in the episode is Henry. Oh, I didn't know you left a note, Tabitha. That's a great line right there. Like, congratulations, you left a damn note.
Yeah, that was a great. We should clip that too.
That was a great line. But there was a couple of great lines in tonight's episode. That was an awesome line. But calling her out for being like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there was a note, Tony. Oh, we're gonna use that forever, dude. Oh, it's okay. They left a note. Oh,
yeah. Oh, take care of my kids. I left a note. You didn't leave no money. You didn't leave no food to raise these motherfuckers, but you left a note. That's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry." Donna was briefly Donkey. Donna was briefly at the funeral giving the what the fuck look when the crow showed up, and then she was conspicuously disappearing when Tabitha showed up at her room. She went on some mission. Henry says she went off somewhere. I forget. Went back to the town, I think, for a second. I'm sorry, caller. Sorry, caller. Do you have anything else for us right now?
Well, Donna is really suspicious. I mean, I think it's gonna be a back. Cause remember when Tabitha left the note, and then it showed a quick scene where Donna and her sister, that little picture that they have.
Yep.
I think backstory behind that.
She got that picture of her sister at JCPenney. That's not real. That came with the frame. That's she photoshopped herself in it. No, I don't know.
Showed it again. Now, whether they showed it to show that it's Donna's room, which they didn't need to because Tabitha actually says it, that she left it at Donna. So if we didn't know it was Donna's room, she says it in the script, so we would have known. But they showed that picture, I think, for a reason, that it's going to prove that that's not a real photo. It's not going to work, and Donna's dirty.
Don't worry. She's going to leave a note, though, Tony.
And that's what I think. People are saying, oh, Acosta's going to find a picture of Sophia. I think she's going to find a picture of Donna.
Ooh,
that's what I think.
Interesting. Okay. I'm with that. There's a lot of interesting things that might happen in that Acosta scene. 917, thank you so much for the awesome call tonight. We'll talk to you soon, buddy. And Fatima left us a voicemail while we were waiting, and we just got another phone call, so we'll take that phone call. But remind me to play Fatima's message, or Fatima, just call back in. We'll get you in after this. Or Fatima, shut me up.
Great.
Area code 725. What's your name, where you're calling from, and welcome to the show.
Hello, this is Treasure from Las Vegas.
Hello, Treasure. Welcome to the show.
I am officially shipping Henry and Tabitha.
Henry and Tabitha? You'd wish that upon Henry? Oh, my goodness.
Good point. Good point.
You know what happens to Tabitha's husbands? They don't last.
All Tabitha's husbands are alcoholics. I don't know. There's a connection here, but everyone she's married is an alcoholic.
Well, didn't Jim skip it? Or so?
Jim skipped it, but he's got the genes. So
right.
He would have been one.
Oh, thank you.
They were very sweet though when he wouldn't let her get in the tree. And what kind of cryptic nonsense was that when the boy in yellow said, I don't know if it's going to take you there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, I'm sick of them. I'm just sick of it.
I'm not.
I listen. They're playing up the thing, and they can make a joke about how much bigger he's getting, and say everyone can say you look different. You look. It was good the first time with Victor, but I is it going to be every time he shows up? Because next year, this dude's coming out there with a full beard like the ZZ Top, right? Are they going to say it again? You know what I mean?
I have a white beard like me and stuff like that.
But yeah, he needs to do something. Has to happen with him specifically, and maybe it will, because we know the last episode is we know, is it heard like when a tree falls down? So I'm predicting, I think a lot of the people thinking that they're going to chop down a faraway tree at the end of the season. Will that then do something when we finally get exactly what's going on there with the boy in white?
I hope so. I admit I'm not sure where you stand on the crows. So if I'm asking you something you've already been over, I'd like to figure that one out. When the crow landed, and what are we making of that?
Mm-hmm.
I think we just came to the conclusion that we think that that's Jim. And we think that all the people who die in there.
Yeah, I'm going to say that Tony, like in his video, talks about this, and he was the first one I heard talk about saying it was Jim. One of our people in the live chat. I can't give you credit because I forget, because I have no memory. But someone in the live chat earlier today said that maybe each crow is a different person that died in town.
Yeah,
and that actually sounds really cool.
Sounds real good. That sounds
really good. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but it actually would make a lot of sense, Tony. Especially the way if a couple people, I saw someone talk to you in your comment section about that one crow that came on. That one crow was
right there was Chaz 8407 said that. Shout out to Chaz 8417. Yeah, we're gonna give credit, Chaz. Jesus Christ. We won't give you your credit. We popped that right up on the screen.
Sorry. No, I'm kidding.
I'm about that. I want to give everybody credit for everything that they do, because I know what it feels like not to get it. So I'll
Seriously,
give you credit for everything.
I'm with that as well. Yes, Treasure. What else?
I solidly think that the ghosts lie. Solidly. Mostly because Tom, the bartender, told Jade to get sober. He's like, you need to sober up, which is absolutely contrary to what he needs to do. I don't think Jim is a ghost in the same vein that Father Kotri and Tom, the bartender, are. There's something different about the Jim sitting on the log.
Yeah, the Jim spirit or the Jim whatever.
Yeah, I agree. It's not good. He's not good. He's not leading Ethan to the promised land, right? This is not Harriet Tubman over here. He's not getting him out. He's leading him to a bad situation, and he's falling right for it, hook, line, and sinker.
And the crow, which might be the real Jim, is trying to warn him against it.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I do think the crows are spirits. And what about Randall not looking at them?
About what?
Randall didn't look up at the crows when they were cawing.
I saw it. So people keep. I've seen someone brought that up in there. You know what I mean? In the comment section. I didn't catch that. I'll be honest. I did not catch that. Did they focus in on him, showing him specifically not looking up?
Kind of.
I didn't catch it. I have to go back and look at it.
It's minor. I think it's minor, and I think I'm grasping at things. But I don't think he's. I don't think he's the man in yellow. I think he's just. I agree with you. I think he just wants to be a hero, and I'm not sure why the monsters attacked him. Well, I do know why, because they wanted to break Boyd a little bit. That's why. But I don't know what's specifically special about Randall.
Well, I just think when you deal with Randall, right, and if you can pile all the things up together. Boyd left Randall behind in order. They said you could take this ambulance, but you got to leave Randall.
Yep.
And Randall screamed at him, "You're leaving me! You're leaving me!" That's one strike against Boyd. Boyd. Now you got the beating of Elgin right there. Elgin can come out and said he left Randall. He beat Elgin, right? So you add all these things up together, and then that's when you get people not to believe in Boyd anymore. And then that's what makes them easy pickings for the man in yellow. Yeah. He's trying to get them to rip each other apart. And that's why we see in this episode him try to start the rumor that all bad things happened when the Matthews family came in there. And if he can get everybody whispering about that, you know what, he's right. She's right. Everything bad did happen when they get here. And once you get all those things going, that is when everything starts blowing up in everybody's face.
And it's gonna start the process. Treasure, before we let you go, just because we have tons of callers, someone left a comment for you. Glenn says, if Treasure's the girl who called a couple of weeks ago saying she hates time travel, if she needs to meet and have some time travel hating babies together, because I also hate time travel. So say hi to Glenn Carter in the live chat. You know.
Hello, Glenn Carter. I might be a little old for that. I'm past that prime, I think.
Well, I knew it would give you a smile. So have a wonderful night, Miss Treasure.
I am so flattered, and thank you to my gold medalist from Gurus. Thank you so much.
I thought you were about to call us the bronze medalist right there. I sense sass there, Tony. I sense the sass. Treasure's wonderful. She's been
love Treasure. She can call back. Call back, Treasure. We can definitely call back. We'll be here all night. We'll be here for a very long time.
Let's play Fatima's message while we're waiting.
Hi, this is Fatima. I just want to say one thing about this episode that kind of really disturbed me was that they made me feel bad for Elgin, and I have been the biggest cheerleader to put Elgin in a box. That he had to go, that I didn't feel like he should.
She's so sweet, and she's like, I want to murder Elgin.
Yeah, it sounds so sweet coming out. You know, I've been the biggest to put Elgin in the box.
Dude, I'm like, where'd she go with this? Oh, I want Elgin to die.
I thought she was gonna be like cheerleader. Yeah, I'm the biggest Elgin fan. I think he gets a bad rap. No, let's put Elgin in the box. So he's
I want to put her right in the box.
What really disturbed me was that they made me feel bad for Elgin, and I have been the biggest cheerleader to put Elgin in the box, that he had to go, that I didn't feel like he should still be sleeping in the colony house. But that scene with him and Fatima, it was just kind of like, dang, his eye gone, his hand jacked up. And I just really felt bad for Elgin a little bit, but
you still wanted
I
to go
still
in the
don't think
box.
he should
Yeah, you
be
still
in
want-
that house. But I'll just try to call back later. Thanks.
Thank you, Fatima.
Thank
Great
you.
message.
Thank you. I think we have super chats that we did not get to.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Let's start with the lowest one. Jen Hack, member for 10 months, says Asagi is amazing and loved 100% to that. We drink to that 100%.
Everyone
Laura Baker says ride those Brundles floaties to the lake of tears. Yeah, that listen, even seeing that dirty ass water, he said, this ain't it. He was like, this ain't the place. Real quick. He seen that dirty water. He was like, this ain't it. This
I'm not this is that Jade. Jade.
That shit looked like the Hudson River, bro. That shit was terrible. Like
looked like the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like chocolate fountain.
Yeah, that shit was disgusting, bro. I would never be in there. My man T says, shout outs to the Familia. Great work, Tony and Phil. Thank you so much. And we got, I think we're caught up. It says, TNX says, Tony, you think Acosta will find some importance in the basement? Didn't the season preview show boy hitting the wall with the sledgehammer? 100% it did. See, show him hitting the wall. Again, in my video, I said it right then that that Boyd was being dragged underground because what he's looking for is going to be underground. That is the whole concept. I mean, he's got 5 Fill the Issues Guide membership gifted by Fill the Issues Guide.
Yeah, man. Oh, magic. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The count.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, that's what it is. It's gonna be something down there. Let me get my thing open, so I'm not just the only. I'm not here not gifting stuff.
Let me jump to a couple of other things. I feel bad for Ellis as well. They don't, because you talked about him earlier, Tony. So saying feel bad for certain characters. Ellis is such a good husband. Like what he did for Fatima. Like I know people like were rolling their eyes in some of their scenes and saying, you know, it took long, but I really think like he's such an earnest, good dude. Like he brings her to the car graveyard to go beat the shit out of cars. I just thought that was a real sweet scene. And then she's lying to him. It's like they almost set it up like a cheating scene. Like she's cheating with Elgin behind his back to get some dirt. Like, yeah, I talked a little bit about that earlier.
That's not what I was expecting. I will say, like when she was like, "I need you to do something for me."
Me neither.
Like,
did you think it was going to be dirt, Tony?
No, I didn't think it was going to be dirt. Like out of all the things that you're going to,
why
I need you to get some dirt
for me. And why doesn't she ask Ellis for help? Like, why can't she clue Ellis in on this? Why does this have to be separate from them? Because she's angry at everybody for not understanding that she had evil inside of her. Like, it just doesn't make sense that in that moment she wouldn't say, well, Ellis, I'm trying to get through this and I have a couple things I want to try. Go collect me some dirt with Elgin. Elgin's out collecting dirt. Go do it too. Like, so that's what makes me think that maybe she's up to something either dangerous or what would you say earlier that you think she's up to in that scene, what she's doing with the dirt?
I think she's gonna do some Patrick Swayze
ghosts. Yeah, she's gonna go
ghosts. She's gonna be out there, she's gonna be doing it. Elgin's gonna come by. I mean, Ellis is gonna come behind her when he's dead. He's gonna go behind her, and they're gonna be molding the clay together and molding it and doing all that. I think that's what's going down. Listen, that's something I got wrong. Though I get things right, I will call out what I got wrong. I thought she was hitting the cars when Elgin when Ellis got killed. I was wrong about that. Ellis brought him there to the smash room and everything else. Let's call it out and everything else and all that good stuff. Is that Heather TV is in the building rocking with us right now?
Hello, Heather.
I invited Heather TV to come on and she turned us down, Phil.
Heather.
Oh, she turned us down. I asked, I said, what's going on with friend? You want to come on again? She was like, I don't know.
That was a good try. It was a good try.
Did we had her? That's the same person I'm talking about, right? Heather TV. Is it Heather TV or is it?
No. That's I think you're talking about Mel.
Mel, yeah, that was Mel. I'm sorry, Heather TV, not you. That was Mel.
Yeah, no,
Melanie.
We haven't invited you to shit.
Melanie TV turned us down. We tried to get her on. She turned us down. She didn't want to rock with us no more. But it's all right. We got nothing but love for her. Wish her all the best, and we could probably hook up later. We have over 340 people here live, and only 100 315 likes. Let's get that up. Let's try. If we can get these likes up to 300 likes, we have the potential to get a 500 live stream out here. So let's hit that like button. It doesn't cost you nothing for your boys, you know what I mean, and everything else. We're gonna get into the recap and the breakdown when 10 o'clock hits, you know what I mean. Until then, we're gonna be spitballing this stuff at you and everything else and all that good stuff and giving you all the theories and everything else. And we got another super chat here from Lisa. Says Fatima will manifest the golem. God damn.
Like Smeagol, like my precious, like that. Like, no, I know, like a golem with a body.
As you were saying, let me say this: Ellis is a better man than me. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't do it.
And just for the record, I know you don't mean that kind of golem. You mean like a body that monster.
Yeah, you know. Listen, I couldn't do it. Not gonna be for me. If you push that thing out of your body, you can't have me in it ever again. Like this is something I can't do. I'm just not that type of guy. He's better man than me. I got to give that man props. I don't know if there's a cape with an S hanging out of her. I don't know. Something special about her, but I could not rock it. The Don would have to call that a deal. Like, we got to be buddies from now on. Like, we just friends now.
It's
like, that's it.
It's definitely weird.
It's not happening anymore. That's the way I couldn't mess with it. Yeah, listen. I had a hard time when my daughter was born. Going down there. I went down there and I seen the crown of my daughter's head, and I got out of there. I got right out of there and went right. I seen it. I was like, whoop, and went right back to her. I was like, I don't want to see it. I just want to cut the umbilical cord. I don't want to see it. It's not for me. I'm not that type of guy. Some people love that shit, but that's not for me. That's not for me. And all that good stuff. Come on, guys. We got Peter Griffin, man. We didn't shout Peter Griffin. Come on, guys. Fatima's just getting her starter seeds done indoors. You know, I swear I thought about it. I did think that she was going to start growing some weed.
Yeah, maybe that's like that. I mean, that would be the simplest thing, right? Area code 954. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what do you have for us tonight?
What's up, guys? This is Quentin, calling from Cali, and I just wanted to say, as always, Phil and Tony, you guys do your thing for the show, and I know it's not just me. I know everybody that's on here, and just appreciate you guys.
Oh, thank you. I was sensing
I was
sensing that you were going to put a button there for a second there, like you guys are awesome, but no, that was really awesome.
No.
I'm kidding. What part of California? What part of California? North or south?
I'm over here in Orange County, man.
Oh, so. Cool. Orange County. I spent a lot of time in like Northern Cal, like Petaluma area and stuff like that.
Okay. So you know how it is around here, man.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say, man, like, Phil, for the voicemail, bro, the music that plays in the background, like, it sounds like an 80s porn, bro. Like,
that's the point. Yeah, I wanted to get nice and dirty up in here. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point.
Hey, Tony like it dirty up here. From what I be watching, what I see sees there. So
we grown up.
Grown
ups. We adults here, right? We can talk like adults. I ain't got. Look at my job. I gotta bite my tongue a lot. So I'm gonna talk what I want to talk. As long as my mom and sister ain't in the chat, I'm gonna talk that shit. That's it.
Oh yeah, I hear you, bro. No, but no, the video that you put out was great, bro. You be on your stuff. As soon as the episode come out, you know what I'm saying? I'll be at work. I get back home, and then you already got the video out, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you just be doing your stuff, bro. And you've been correct about so many things that you've been
Thank you.
hypothesizing or guessing, bro. Like, it's just crazy. I'm like, you figured out that Donna was, like, I'm pretty sure everybody thinks she's a mole now, but you figured that out before, like, there was no signs, bro. Like, so when you used to say that, I used to just be like, no, he's wrong about it, you know what I'm saying? Or just, I don't agree with it. But now, all of a sudden she's acting crazy, and you've been right about that for like years, bro. So
we'll see. I'm not right yet. I hope I'm right. And but listen, when we first interviewed Liz, I told her in her face, right? Season 1. I was like, there's something going on with you, Donna. I'm not trusting you. There's something dirty about you. I didn't.
She gave who, me? Like,
she was like, oh, what? Really? I was like, yeah.
It's like, me? I'm not. I couldn't be evil. I'm sweet.
Like, there's something going on here, girl. I see it.
Sure thing, Liz. Sure thing.
But if it keeps going the way it's going, bro, I feel like Doug will probably be eating the hot shit for sure, bro. But let me see. So for that tooth pull, bro, like, do you feel like that was just just a random thing. Like she could have just took a finger or something, or eye, but she took a tooth. Like, do you have? Because everybody be talking about these fairies. So
Yeah, I listen. If they're talking fairies, tooth fairies and stuff, I understand it. If it was fairies, I wouldn't be mad about it. I understand it. They have talked about fairies since the first episode, so I understand why people. To me, it would be so obvious that you bring up these fairies in that first episode and it turns out to be fairies. That would just be whack to me. I would accept it and I hope it played out well. And if it did, I would say it. And now you have the fairies taking tooth. Like, that's a little bit crazy to me to do something like that. I mean, to me, it seems more like a trophy that she's taken, that they're taking from like serial killers take, like Dexter's got his blood slides. I think it's more like that to me. That's what it looks like. But I cannot and I would not ever deny that if you want to talk fairies and you're talking tooth fairies and they took the teeth, 100%. I see that all day, and I can understand if it happens. I can understand it, but I would not be. I would not be happy with that route unless it really played out good. But I wouldn't think it would be so heavy-handed. It would be so much. The first thing they talk about fairies and all that, and it turns out that they're in a land full of fairies, and this is what it is. I wouldn't. It just wouldn't work for me. You need to do something more than that.
I get you. Do you think that's why the monsters like take the innards of the people when they kill them? Like, or do you think they're taking like just one part and like keeping it like a trophy, kind of like how the Man in Yellow or Sophia's doing?
I thought they were taking them to feel more human because they don't have their human body parts anymore.
Oh, like
they're all dried out
and like touch them and like feel.
Yeah, because when you see a Smile Monster go inside like the bus, he always rubs the wheel of the bus like he's touching it. Randall said the one girl, she sits on the swing and she dangles her legs and swings her leg. Yep. And I think they're trying to get their humanity back because of that.
Jasmine actually made out with porn stash for a few seconds before she actually stabbed him to feel the sensation, to see if she actually felt it for a second. I think that's why she did it. So yeah, and Smiley was touching the railing. I think you might have just said that, Tony, but like Smiley's doing like the slow touch of the railing on the top.
Oh, he was like the wheels on the bus go around there. He was about it.
Yeah. So he was all about it.
Bro, I just want to try to hurry up because I know you probably got more callers. So
no, you're good though.
The thing is, can we trust Victor? And I know you've been on there like, bro, you can't trust anything he says until like the third time he comes with the story. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do you think he's remembering that he's the bad guy now or something? Like he tried to get the answer from Ethan, like by taking him to a little false lake, like, you know, just to get the answer. Like, and Ethan was like, no, this ain't the lake I'm looking for. Like, you took me to like a shithole, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? You know,
I also want to add.
It seemed like he was just trying to get the answer.
Yeah, and I'm curious what Tony thought about this too. When Ethan mentioned the Lake of Tears, did you buy that Victor didn't know where it was? Because Victor was very much like, "Oh, why do you want to go there? I've never heard of it. The Brundles is a lake." Like, I think he knows where the Lake of Tears is.
Yeah, I think Victor knows more than what he's putting on. Again, as I said, you got to wait till he says it 5 times. The 5th time's the right time, and everything. But I don't know if Victor is bad. I just think, as we talked about, I think he's just, I think maybe the man in yellow put him in the headlock and was like, listen, son, if you ever speak of this again, I'll kill everybody again. You got that? And I think he just yoked him up, and Victor's like, okay. And he pushed him to the side.
It's a dream, Victor. Don't worry about it. It's a dream. This didn't really happen.
All right. No, I get you. Okay. But guys, last one.
Yep.
The man in yellow is asking all these questions, bro. Like, if he's been here for so long and possibly a story walker or not, or just whatever the hell he is, bro, at this point, man or female, why is he asking all these questions? Like, shouldn't this be something that he knows because he's lived it before? Like, he should know about the talismans. He should know how they work. Or even if some of the other iterations of people didn't have the talismans before, he should still know. Someone had to have the talismans, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He should know something about it, or he should know about the music box. Why is he looking all crazy? Why is he looking?
I think it's this game. I think he knows, and I think it's a way to let us know that there's no magic involved when they say things like that. When he touches the talisman, he's like, "Oh, how's this work? What kind of magic is in this?" I think that's cheeky to say that there is no fucking magic in this thing at all. You know what I mean? That's why he's saying those things. As for what happened, I don't think he may not have known about the 2-car situation. He may not have known that,
I was going to ask you that, Tony. Do you think did that seem hinky to you? Like that the 2-car situation, he was very interested, or was that just Sophia play acting?
Well, because every time the 2 cars come, that's when the massacre happens.
Right. So he seemed Sophia seemed very like, really? 2 cars? Like she was picking Kenny's brain for every piece of information she could.
Yeah, and getting it at him. Like Kenny's just this
he was a barn door dude. Like I was like,
it just comes right out of Kenny's mouth. He can't stop it.
Dude, you say it. Do the Ralph Cramden voice. Kenny, you are a blabbermouth.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is.
Hey, you guys, I love you guys. I'm a listen for best of off net, but you guys are doing your shit, man. I just appreciate all the work you guys put in and everything, man. Dude, I'll call back again another time. You guys have a good one,
dude. Before you so you can hear this on the way out. Tony said this before. I'll say it before. You guys make the fucking show. You really do. Can't duck this. Love you, buddy. Love you. Can't duck this. Love you all. You guys in live chat. Great to see you.
And then someone said they're splitting their super chats between me and you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We got a bunch of more here. Let's go through them when we have it. Chat. Real Rebel Eric. He says, I have a singular focus on O'Donna this season. We don't see much of her, but she's always there, and it makes sense. 100%. I agree with that she's always showing up at the right time when she's supposed to. Donna is dirty. I think that's going to go. From Phil's channel, Jenna Hack. Tony, nurses offer to hold a mirror down there so you could see what's happened when I gave birth. I swore and yelled, and I was laughing crazy. Yeah, no, I put my head down and I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. I am not about that life. I know. I just want to see the baby when it comes out. Saggy, thank you so much. As Tony and Phil, what do you think Acosta's role is going to be at this point? Do you think it's foreshadowing her replacing Kenny? And Tony, I'm asking a professional opinion, not because you like her. All right, I will give you I will not shade this because that's my boo. I will not shade it that way. I will shade it as if I'm just a critic of what's going on.
And I already answered the question earlier, and I'll say it again. I think she's going to find that Sophia. Like she's going to see a picture or find some remnant that
she might lead them to the true Lake of Tears. She does have that lake on her badge that was pointed out by We So Brooklyn, that she has that on her thing. So Acosta does mean water, like in the language and everything. So I think it's a good chance that she's the one who realizes where the Lake of Tears is and finds it. And that's why Boyd's using the sledgehammer down there.
Tony, I have to answer a quick question for Chris in the live chat if the chat didn't do it. Who is Porn Stash? Porn Stash is the dude in season 1 that let Jasmine Monster into Colony House. The dude with the big mustache that wanted to have porn sex. No, sorry. What's going on, KP? What's up, buddy?
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good night. How's everybody doing?
Doing
what
well.
Up, KP?
Hope you got your check. What's going on?
You know what, KP? I never got my hot honey, bro.
And he's on the payroll too.
You know what I'm talking about, goddammit. Don't act like you don't know.
We need to sort out. We need to text. I think I have your regular number.
I hope so.
Things we need to sort out. We need to sort out.
I read your stuff, KP, too. Good stuff. I enjoyed reading the treatment thing as well. It's good.
Really? Oh shit! You're like the 5th person to read that shit, bro. Yeah. That's good.
That's fun. It was good. It was good. Well put together.
And I will read it myself as soon as I'm done with this manuscript for this book I'm about to put out. As soon as I'm done, I promise you I will read that.
No worries. Listen, I mean, we still have to have that special episode where we kind of go through your book because I have questions. I've had questions for a while.
All right, we will. I promise. It's been out long enough. I will definitely do a stream just about my book. If you want it, I'll do a stream about my book. And if people are wondering what book that is this book right here. It's called Darkest Before the Dawn. Y'all can go pick that up on Amazon and other book retailers and stuff. And if y'all want to be a part of it, you definitely just pick up the book and you'll be a part of that live stream and understand what we're talking about.
just hit me up. Just post that. Just post that notification. I will be there. I will be there with with bells on.
Bells on, yeah, bells on. Ding ding.
I am not satisfied. I am not.
I don't want to hear about your personal life, KP. Don't tell me about your personal life and if you're satisfied or not. But I'm sorry, keep going.
Listen. No, I'm talking about from.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You have to be clear. You have to be clear.
Episode 2 and episode 3. I don't know. They didn't do it for me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's an expectations thing. Maybe I expect too much. But it feels phoned in. It feels phoned in, and nothing has actually friggin' happened. Like, okay, this dude went into the house, and okay, so they're looking for the river of tears or the lake of tears or whatever it is, and it's like, okay, like y'all know this place well enough to know where the goddamn. If there's a place that's supposed to be Lake of Tears, y'all know this place well enough to know exactly where to go. If like even Tabitha and her big standoff by the bottle tree, like Tabitha, you've been here, you've thought these things, you've been through, like you know your husband's dead. You've been through these things mentally. Mm-hmm. You already know if you're getting into that bottle tree before you get there. You're in a situation now where it's do or die. If you made the decision in your mind that you're going into that bottle tree, there's nothing that old man can tell you to stop you from going into that bottle tree. Like you'll be like, yeah, I hear what you say, I love her, but I'm gone, bye. And go find what you need to find. There's nothing that that early pubescent boy can tell you to convince you that, you know what, maybe you shouldn't go into the bottle tree.
Don't go in the tree. Don't do it, KP.
But like, maybe don't go into the bottle tree. It's scary. Oh, it's scary that everything else is freaking happening. Like it's going into that bottle tree is scary. And what the hell is actually happening?
I hear you, KP. But I think with a show like this, with these kind of episodes and the last 2 episodes to kind of build things, and even the first episode to kind of catch up from things last week, it's almost better to judge a season like this. And I love watching these shows episode by episode. I really do, and picking them apart. But it's going to be what this leads to, like what these next 2 episodes. I think these next 2 episodes are probably going to give you more. It's like they're setting it up. They're putting
that they're losting us.
Yeah,
I'm afraid that they're giving us the loss.
They're not. Don't have those fears. This is a much more concentrated project. There's 17 episodes left or something. I think.
Loving mother. Don't have those fears.
It's okay, KP. No, it's gonna be all right. Don't worry. It's gonna be all right. I mean, whether everyone's gonna be satisfied, I do think it's gonna be quality when it comes down to it. And I hear what you're saying. When we wait a year and a half, 2 years, and then we have a couple of episodes that are more building block episodes, it can feel like you're getting like television blue balls a little bit. But I do think it pays off to. As someone in my live chat often says, trust the process. And I trust that they're going to, at minimum, the middle of the season will have some crazy, ridiculous peaks. And then they might not end it so well. But I'm hoping that they change that part. And then they'll really lead it home. So, KP, I love you. I appreciate it. But make sure you call.
Does it?
Yep, keep going.
Do it make any, like, I'm leaving, but do I make any sense? Like,
you do. You do.
Said much about
you definitely make sense.
What I'm seeing, because everybody else sounds like, yeah. Let me tell you what it feels like. It feels like the last episode of Game of Thrones.
No, come on.
Last episode. After that last episode, and everybody called in or whatever, everybody was happy. Then 3 months passed, and we look back and we were like, wait.
Yeah, people call that people call that the Phantom Menace thing. People liked it when it came out, and then they hated it afterwards. But anyways, KP, we love you, buddy. Call back soon as always. Great to talk to KP. It's having some connection issues on KP's end too. We're having a couple.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to run out and get a drink real quick.
That's okay. I'm sorry you missed the end of KP's call. But KP makes some points that I hear of some people verbalizing. But I do think that's more of a thing about these kind of shows and the way they deliver information. It is a mystery show, and each episode's mystery oriented, but I think in a lot of ways it's more about the characters, and the mystery is there. The mystery is going to be solved. We've got like 17 more episodes, Tony? Is that how many? Like 16 more episodes after?
Yeah. And listen, y'all can complain all you want, but when the show is over, you're going to wish it was still there. So I just say enjoy the ride. Enjoy it. Listen, it may not be what you want every episode, and I understand that. I get it, but when it's over, and you're gonna wish that you enjoyed the ride more. I've seen it. I've covered countless shows, and I've seen it over and over again. And things change, and I'll tell you, it's gonna change. Like all of us getting together every season, getting here. There's gonna be people who are not here. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be sad that we lose them and all that. But that's just the way it goes when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? So let's just enjoy the ride together.
Tony, I have more of a generalized question about this season compared to the past seasons in the pre-press. Do you feel like, okay, and this is the other thing, KP, I don't know if you're taking this into account, or maybe this isn't a factor for you, but it's a factor, I think, for some people. Other than there is a leaked trailer that is posted on my channel. I don't recommend people watching it if you don't want to do it. But other than that, basically, a lot of what happened in these first 3 episodes, Tony, was disclosed in the trailer or the preview stuff. Do you think they gave us too much in the? I
think they gave us too much, but what I'll say is that they gave us everything in the opening shots. Everything that we've seen so far has happened in these opening episodes, right? So we know from what Ellis said, he's going to the settlement next episode. So we can expect to see that. And it's called Myths and Monsters. So we could see that settlement stuff that we see is going to happen next episode. Ethan's going to be there with Tabitha. Why is Ethan going to be there? Because Ethan's searching for the Lake of Tears, right? So that's what's going to get Ethan there. We could easily see that, and we could predict those things. But it's great that they're shooting their shot with only opening episodes. So that means everything that we see after that, it's all going to be brand new. Right, it's all going to be stuff no one knows what happened and everything else. So it should be amazing, and that's what I look at like it. But do I wish that they didn't show Sophia turn into the man? I wish they never showed that transforming. I wish they didn't show it at all. Like I wish they didn't even explain it in episode 1.
I'm with you on that, Tony.
I wish they kept that a secret until the end, as far as they could push it back to. I would have pushed that whole thing back with her all the way back and just let her play it. And then at the end showed that whole shit and be like, holy shit, she's been the man of yell the whole time. And I think that would have been far better, in my opinion. I wish they did that with it, but they didn't. So we take it the way it is. Thank you, Lee, says 120 Dom pesos keeps all on Colony House basement. Someone brought up something about there being water in the caves. Yes. So when Tabitha goes down in the caves, and she says while she's walking in there, where's this water coming from? I said that from season 1 season 2 when she first did it. I said
where we go too far. I'm sorry, but I want to make sure I don't forget this. We got some folks that don't necessarily live in the U.S. and can't call us. I will get Discord set up. We do have. You can always email me a voice message, and we got someone that emailed us a voice message. This is from Creative Media in the live chat.
Perfect.
Hiya, this is Alaka, aka EPC Media, and basically my theory in regards to Victor, the Man in Yellow, and as well as Julie, I actually think if you notice in one of the trailers, it actually shows, I think it was a picture or a trailer, I can't fully remember, but Julie was seeing the Man in Yellow, right?
What a great voice.
And it seems that was the same time the massacre happened, around the time when Victor was left by himself. And I was thinking about that, and I thought to myself, hang on a minute. If, in fact, Victor was the only person left, why did the Man in Yellow leave him alone? Then I remembered, obviously, townspeople more people needed to be trapped for the cycle to actually start all over again. And I think Victor was left alone in order to have whoever came in to kind of like let their guard down, because they'll see a child all by himself there. Because I always wonder about that. Do you know what I mean? But also, I think Victor is one of those people who face trauma. For anyone who's ever faced some level of trauma your therapist will literally tell you the reason why you don't remember certain things is because when your brain, the way the brain works when you face traumatic events is it will not block out that specific traumatic situation. It blocks out an entire scenario in terms of like you literally will forget months, okay, around the scenario when it happened. And I feel like that's what's happening with Victor. And it takes him seeing certain elements in order to remember. And so when it comes to things like the lake, right? The lake of tears.
Yeah.
I think he genuinely does not remember. And I do suspect that it's neither the Brundles or even the lake that they saw where they found the vegetables, the vegetation and all that stuff. I think it's somewhere near where Boyd and Sarah ended up, because remember when they were in that tent they were rolled over and over and over again. We do not know exactly what they passed through. What we do know is that they ended up somewhere that was full of spider webs. But even after that, if you recall, they did not get far before it started thundering and raining, and then they were forced to go through the faraway tree. So they really didn't get a chance to explore that entire area. And I have a feeling that particular area, the reason why it has an immense amount of spider webs is because there is something that is being guarded around that area. And I think if somebody returns to that particular area, right, they might be able to find the Lake of Tears around that specific area. And I think Julie basically time
This is a bit more of his message. I don't want to stop this person.
And being able to see the man in white, I actually think that if she was able to actually have conversations with people like Boyd and people who actually have a lot more depth about the situation, maybe, just maybe, they can utilize Julie to story walk to certain places, and she can be coming back with information because only she has been able to so far see the man in yellow, right? She knows that there's a man in yellow that exists, and the other person who knows is Victor. So now imagine if they were to utilize her almost like a looking glass to kind of see what is going on in other places and for her to come back. I think that is one of the best ways they'll kind of at least maybe be able to get ahead of the man in yellow and everything that he's kind of like trying to enact, all the things that he's trying to do. Because yeah, that's kind of how I see it. Because yeah, I think Victor is innocent, guys. Leave the boy alone. Leave him alone. He's done nothing wrong. He is extremely traumatized. He's a mind child who still has to figure out you know, all the things that he has literally forgotten.
All right, we gotta stop her. We gotta stop her there. We love her, but now she's going too far. I would say this. I mean, she's basically saying what I said at the end. I said that the way it's going to go is that Julie's got to go into the future and then be able to tell them X, Y, Z is going to happen so that they could prevent it from happening. So I agree with her that because I said that. So I agree with her that 100%. Number one, the voice is beautiful. I wonder what part of Britain she's from because she said, know what I'm saying, instead of nah mean. And I know that nah mean is normally the word of choice in Britain when they say that. It's usually nah mean is what they say there instead of that. You know what I mean? As for the other person in here saying they're calling dibs because I have Acosta, 100% right. I'm already taken, so you can have that. But she sounds beautiful, and I agree with just about everything she said except for Victor. I don't want to hear this trauma shit. All right, this is a life or death situation. The only way it works for me, the only way, is if Victor got yoked up by the man in yellow, he put him in the headlock, and he said, listen, you better keep your mouth shut or I'll kill everybody in this town again. And that is the reason why he's being silent. If he's not being silent because of that situation, that I do not want to hear about his trauma. Everyone in there is traumatized. Everybody has seen a lot of things going on. That is no excuse not to open your mouth and start talking. I mean, Victor said that finally the smartest thing I ever seen him say in this episode, let's tell Jade. I mean, that's the best thing I've ever heard Victor say since the series started. Let's tell Jade.
It was
that was the best.
So smart. That and the whole Tabitha, actually 404, please call right back. And I just missed your call. That and the whole Tabitha telling the boy in white to stop being so goddamn cryptic, and Henry being like, oh wow, it's a note. Those lines. And every time Jade was like, fuck, what? Like that's me trying to meditate. You know, like with seeing Jade in situations like that. That's me like I can't fucking meditate. Fuck, I can't do it. But yeah, the number is 781-990-8509. Again, that's 781-990-8509. We'll end up turning it to voicemail when we start the recap in a little bit. But we'll keep an eye out for that. So make sure, but you guys can keep calling in during and leaving voicemail.
What I just so we can get through the recap and stuff, and the phone's just not ringing off the hook and stuff. You know what I mean? That's the only rest why we're running it.
And then we'll open them again at the end.
Yeah, we have over 370 people in the live chat right now.
Over 400. Share this out right now wherever you are. Make sure if
we're almost there. We're almost there. If you share it and if you hit the like button, we will get there. I promise you. The episode's gonna end at 10 o'clock. We'll have more people showing up in here. If y'all share it out, they'll come to YouTube and they'll find us, and we will be here and we'll get this chat as lit as possible tonight and get it popping for all of y'all. You know who we are. It's the #1 show for the fans, by the fans. This is Escaping from Podcast, which you can find on all of your podcast stations.
And we're doing wonderful. People that listen to our audio podcast, you guys don't just listen a little bit. You listen a lot. We do long shows and you guys listen a ridiculous amount of time. So we want to thank you guys for the support you give us on the audio cast as well, for any of you guys that happen to be listening to that, because we appreciate everyone on YouTube and we give you guys a lot of direct love because we're talking to you right like live while we're doing this. But anyone that's listening to the audio cast, we really do folks.
We love you. We got nothing but love for you. Don's got nothing but love for you.
Thousands of people that are listening to that. Yes, we appreciate you folks.
And we got Sapphire from Brazil chilling with the Don Tony Teflon Brazil. All right, let's do it real quick. Let's rep your hood. Put in the chat where you are repping from. You know the Don Tony Teflon is repping always Queens, New York. Phil, the issue guy, what are you repping?
I'll say Salem, Massachusetts.
Salem, Massachusetts. Put it in the chat. Let everybody know that Teflon TV is worldwide. And we are going to let everyone know that's where we goes and everything else. You know what I mean? So make sure you have it. We got. You want to read them out, Phil?
We got Brooklyn, we got Washington D.C., we got Chicago, we got Louisiana, we've got Trinidad, we've got Springfield, Mass. Oh, another Mass full. We got Arizona, we got South Philly. Congratulations on the Sixers. We got Surrey, England. We've got Tampa, motherfucking Bay, Chicago, Chi-Town. We got BK all day. We got we got a couple of Jersey people. I'm kidding. We got Jersey. We got Jersey, and we got a couple of Jersey people. We got from the most beautiful place on earth, San Diego, Tampa, Florida, fromville. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Chaz.
We got Cameroon, I think, is in there.
Yes, and we got Yonkers, baby.
Yes, the YO.
New Orleans, Debbie, my Bevy. Great to see you in the live chat as always. And we got Australia, Cleveland rocks, motherfucker. Great to see Ronald from Cleveland. Thank you, everyone. I might have missed some of you because I suck. So, Bill, we're from Bill. Amy's from Bill. No, we got Tennessee. We got North Georgia.
Bristol, UK in the building, rocking with us. Fort Lauderdale in the building, rocking with us right now. Connecticut is in the building, rocking with us right now.
Right,
we got South Dakota. I didn't know they had black people in South Dakota. God damn it! I didn't know. I didn't know. Thank God. I may have to go out there now. God damn it. South Dakota's up in the building right there. We got Glenn's from Neverland. He's up in this piece rocking with us right now. Donkey is saying that.
Your dad. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Is your mom single? You get your mom's number?
Sell your mom's Phil misses her.
Tell your mom she can call 781-990-85.
Straight up. We got Queens again. Queens in the building. Queens get the money, baby. Queens get the money. You know what I mean? We rocking everything else like that. And I agree with you, Bill Chill. He said that chick sound like downtown Julie Brown. Yes, I agree with you. She definitely did have that downtown Julie Brown situation.
A little bit. I'm kidding, Donkey. I'm kidding. And thank you, Carla. You never can tell.
Antarctica is in the house. Goddamn it, you cold motherfucker. Cold motherfucker. There you go. Up in there. And then Forest Projects in the Bronx. That. Edomore, baby. Forest Projects. Edomore. Oh, they're representing, man. Straight out the PJs, baby. That's where we from. straight out the PJs, baby. That's how we roll. All my family from Queensbridge projects and Baisley projects, man. My cousins from Marcy projects. You know, I've been all over Soundview. I've been all over the. When I lived in the Bronx for a year, and I was up in there, and I've been all over there, and everything else like that. And my sister's in the live chat, so I gotta calm down now. I gotta calm down now. I gotta calm down a little bit.
Hi, Tony, sister. Good to see you.
Yeah, no, I gotta calm down. I sit there in there. It's all right. We're about to get into the recap anyway, and all that stuff. Yes, it's the way we roll and all that good stuff and everything. But real quick, talking about Douglas projects in the building. That's right, straight from the PJs, baby. That's where we from. That's where we repping and stuff like that. We just shift on Jersey City, baby. I do get like what everybody's problems with it, but I enjoy the ride. I'm gonna enjoy it, and that's just what it's gonna be when it's all.
But I come from the age, and Tony does too, but I come from the age where you had like 23, 24 episode seasons or 28 episode seasons. Like, I like filler episodes. I enjoy, I think they do a lot for character progress and then building up stakes for those episodes where big things do happen. So if you don't have these episodes, you have shows where it's like beat for beat, everything just keeps happening, and you don't give a shit because you don't give a shit about the characters. So I do think this show does a good job at fleshing out these and making, like, doing real life people things sometimes and making real decisions. I mean, people don't talk to each other. They don't communicate all the time. It's good that they're starting to in certain situations. It takes a while for certain people to get certain things. And so I appreciate
it. We got a super chat here from Jay. But we got more super chats? I think we have to go back. First channel I found covering from, been locked in ever since, repping Memphis, Tennessee. That is what's up, brother. Thank you so much for the love and the support. 100% appreciate that, especially the long time support, man. I do. Let's go back. We got Jason. Love y'all. Glad y'all killing it. Thank you so much for doing our best. And he hit us with another one. Love y'all. Glad y'all killing it. He hits twice with that. One for you, one for me. Oh, they're both for you. God damn it. They're both on you. That's great.
Look at our subscriber count. Someone's winning the battle, Tony.
Listen, don't stop. I'm happy.
Give me my pocket.
Keep setting it, man. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Every little bit. Jenna Hack says, boats on the cave wall. Lake of Time. You see, I don't think it's physically going to be they escape on boats. Like, I just don't see, like, it's hard for me to see everybody in the boat and just paddling. We gotta go, and then they make it out. Like, I don't know if that works for me. Like, I don't know if I'm feeling it like that. You know what I mean? If they actually do it that way,
Tony. Unless the actor that played Harold's son on Lost comes up on that boat and Harold yells, "Walt!" That's the only way I'll accept leaving on a boat. That simple.
Yeah, but it is. Listen, it's on the wall. There are canoes on the wall. But it may not be an actual boat. You know what I mean? It may not be an actual river. It may be something else that they're calling that. You know, people call things when they don't have no other words for it. You know what I mean? It could be a situation like that. And I'm hoping it's something like that more than everything else. Jules, who says, how much time has passed on the show? Meaning it's been 3 months or a year. Like 3 months.
3 months. And I love, Tony, they did a couple things like this. We'll point it out in the recap. A couple more comments to the audience. Tonight, when Julie and Ellis, Ellis and Fatima are talking, and they go, can you believe how long it seems ago that we moved Julie into our room? Like, meaning, like, to the people watching right now, people watching the TV show, it's going to seem like a long time, but to them, oh, that just happened. That's just a couple months ago. So I do think it's 3 months. It's closer to 3-4 months.
Yeah, it's like 3 months they've been there. Big Heck says, Think Story shouted you out in his video today, Tony. Did he really? Oh. Well, if he's watching right now, thank you very much, Think Story. He knows I'm a fan of his channel and everything else. There's no doubt. Like I said, he does it. I've said it. If y'all have heard it, y'all have heard me say it many a times before that he is this amazing creator and he does great work. So I really appreciate that if he did do that 100%. I got nothing but love for him, 100%. You know what I mean? And that's it. We're going to get into this recap in 1 second. Don't worry. We're about to get up in there and jump up in here and all that good stuff. And everything.
Did you say that because I have to jump and go crazy here for a second here? Is that what's going on? He shouted you out in the trailer video. He did
shout me out.
That's cool.
He did. That's good. I'm glad he did do that.
It's always nice when people do it. But yeah, we will get into the what the fuck?
No, you're not late. Them people say joining late. No, you just started. We good. We just started and everything. We have just started and all that good stuff. So you're never late. You're always right on time. Always right on time.
Tony, people are like creating troll accounts now. Like,
what do you mean?
I love when this show gets to be this popular. Like, there's like this happened with Game of Thrones and stuff too. Like people are we have like look the real Samantha Brown in the live chat. Yeah, sure. Like someone just
the real Samantha Brown, 23. In the chat, y'all want to troll me? You can troll me all you want. You know what I mean, and everything.
Sure. Let's do it. Like
This is Samantha Brown. I play Acosta on From. I am sure that you do.
Sure you. I play Victor on From. Yeah,
right. I'm Boyd. I'm just a better looking, lighter skinned version of.
Yeah, you do. I'm Scott. Look at me play music.
You know that, yeah. That's what it's. Yeah, it must be Parkland Whitaker doing all this stuff. You know, it's yeah. All right, double dare you to bring me on.
Whatever.
Phil, oh my God, Phil. I don't know why I gotta do it. Listen, double dare you. Listen. These people. You know what, people? All right, we will go out here and we will and we will accept your challenge. Samantha Brown at 23.
Isn't even Samantha Brown?
It's gonna be somebody with a mask on and stuff. But we're gonna invite them. We'll put the link in the description for this so-called Samantha Brown in there and everything else. I appreciate y'all what y'all trying to do. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. And I get it. Look, Samantha, I get it. I know you want to come on and wrap it down. I don't blame you. I don't.
Are you just talking to her butt now? Are you like talking to her?
Hey, listen, I'm talking to the real Samantha Brown.
What's the chat? I mean, real.
I'm talking to the real one right
like
there.
The real Ghostbusters, you know, like not the fake Ghostbusters. The real.
There it is. All right, the real Samantha Brown has popped on. Has not displayed that picture, obviously, right? Yeah. Okay. There it is, the real Samantha Brown. There you go. What's going on, Samantha Brown? How are you?
Hi. Hi, Phil. Hi, Tony.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. How's it going?
I'm going good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm doing. How are you?
I'm good. You guys look great. I love your hat, Tony. Phil, I love your couch and your shirt. You guys look phenomenal.
Thanks.
Yeah. So it was really me. Hi.
What? Obviously, it is really you.
Well, okay.
Okay. Hi. Thank you.
Sorry, Tony.
For coming on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I heard you guys chat every week about the episodes, so I figured I would come on, hang out, you know.
That's cool. Can I ask you like a stupid question? Like I saw you post on Instagram with Jessica Louds from
yes.
Are you working on like a movie with her or like?
Yeah, we filmed a Christmas movie together.
I was a big fan of like her in 90210 on the CW.
Oh yeah, I know. She was amazing. She's like the nicest person.
She got a really amazing voice too. Like she sings really incredibly too. Wow.
She's a beautiful person inside and out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
that is what up. We're very happy to have you here.
Yeah, you guys are you're recapping episode 3. I imagine that would make the most sense.
Yes, we are. We're recapping this right now, and I'll just let you know that I was very scared for you that something bad was going to happen to you, and I'm so much happier now that I know that you have survived the episode and everything. Do you think that the fact that Boyd, when he came to your character and he was like, do something that I haven't done before, like maybe you can find something that by saying that it helped Acosta just like maybe trust him more, or give herself a little bit more self-worth?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I think it forced her to sort of lock in, right? Like we saw her break slightly with the whole ambulance fiasco. And I think Acosta is the type of character, like she has to always be doing something, right? And so you need to have her be doing something and propelling forward, or she's just going to get caught in her own mind. So I think he sees that in her. And now that he's giving her something like active to do, that's just going to help drive her forward out of her sort of break.
You're actually fuck. Sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, so I think now she's like locked in. I think she's locked in.
Oh, we got a first question for you, I guess. So, Samantha, who wins, Acosta versus Sarah?
Oh, it's a tie. I can't. It's a tie.
I don't know about that.
I'm just saying that to be nice.
I'm going with you. Listen, you look very athletic and stuff. Sarah, she's a very slender woman and stuff. You look more athletic. Did you play sports growing up? Were you into these things growing up? Were you a sports player in any way?
Yes. Yeah. Sports is a really big part of my life. I played basketball growing up my entire life. So it like really shaped me as a person. But I think the thing with Sarah is like, you don't see it coming, right? It's always the ones that you don't see coming that can really get you. Like no one suspected that she would be the one with the screwdriver in the finale last season, right? So you never know. Sometimes you don't really need that muscle strength. You just got to surprise people and come out.
Yeah, you have to be willing to do the most horrible thing at the right moment.
Yeah.
Do you think Acosta's that kind of person? Do you think she when push comes to shove, she'll be able to make those difficult decisions, or is she gonna more protect herself?
Yeah, it's interesting because I was saying this the other night, but it's like I was looking up, like all I knew is that Acosta is a rookie police officer from Maine, right? Mm-hmm. So what does that mean? And so when you look up like crime rates in Maine, it has like one of the lowest crime rates in comparison to any other states. So you're like, okay, well, even if she was on the force for a few years, which I think that's even too long of a time. I think she's been in the force for like a year. Like she's not exposed to all of these crazy crimes. So I think that she actually hasn't really been tested. Like she hasn't had like a hero moment in her own life. I think she's kind of just doing like traffic stops. So it'll be interesting to see what she actually faces and from, and how heroic or non-heroic.
You kind of answered a follow up. Did you create like your backstory? So when you found out about the character, as you said, I've heard you say it in other places, all you heard about was that you're a cop, a rookie cop. Did you create your own backstory for that kind of moment before situation to kind of?
Yeah, like I mean, I do enough that's required for me to like drop in. I don't, make a diary of like every single day of Acosta's life. I know some actors do that and that works for them, but like, yeah, for me, I sort of built a story about her life and why she joined the force and how old she was. And I looked into like how long you're at the academy for and that sort of process there. And, I established that like she has a relationship with those paramedics. So like they weren't just like random guys whose like throats got slashed. Like they meant something to her. I think it's like a small town, right? It's Camden, Maine. Everybody knows everybody. So not only is she grieving like Nikki's life, who she took, but like I think those were her friends, right? And she feels guilty too that she couldn't help them as well.
Do you think that's why she sort of gravitated a little bit towards Kenny and like the vibe she's having with him, because it's sort of maybe
wait, gravitating towards Kenny? What do you mean gravitating towards Kenny? There's no gravitation here.
Yeah,
I've heard this, and I'm sick of hearing it. Now that we have Samantha here, let's get to the bottom of this right now.
Let's get to the bottom. Okay.
I have heard this damn Kenny Acosta shipping shit, and I've heard this Boyd Acosta shipping shit. As someone who plays Acosta, is this the type of person that you believe that Acosta would be attracted to? Would she be attracted to somebody like Kenny or Boyd? Do you think that's her type of man?
I haven't been asked this question before. This is a very good question, and I know Acosta, I would argue, better than anyone. Wouldn't you agree? The person that plays Acosta, probably.
Maybe. No.
Right? So I know Acosta's type in men, right? And I've actually never exposed this, but I think she likes men that are charming, great sense of humor, charismatic, superhero strength, charitable, likes animals, and one thing above all, she's obsessed with men that are bold.
What?
Bold men, yeah.
Was that a slight at me? Yeah,
no.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's the truth. I'm just saying.
Interesting.
Phil, hold it down for a second. I gotta hold this down. Hold it down.
Oh, okay. Does he usually just leave in the middle of a string?
Sorry, let me mute his microphone. I don't know what that
Okay.
was.
Anyway.
Oh, fuck.
Awkward.
Very awkward. I'm sorry about that.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. You're from Toronto, right?
Yeah, I'm from. Where are you based out of?
I'm like in Massachusetts, but I help out with this Toronto company. You ever heard? You probably haven't. You ever heard of something called Mystic Drums?
No.
It's like it plays in schools, like plays hand drums shows in schools.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's like a little stage show kind of thing.
Oh.
But I'm sorry, I wasn't. Were you? Did you know about the show before you auditioned for it?
Yeah, my dad watched it and recommended it to me, and so I was a big fan before I joined, which is kind of like bizarre, right? Because you're just like watching these characters in your living. A couple months later, you're on the show. Have you been watching from the beginning?
Yeah. Tony actually watched it for the first couple of weeks, and he was doing it with somebody else, and she had to step away. So I stepped in and kind of binged the whole first season towards the end. So I sort of caught up with it. God, I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to like put a few things together here and there.
That's okay.
But you worked as like a casting reader situation.
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh nice.
Yeah, I did that. I did that with theater. It's interesting. So do you feel like it helped you become a better like auditioner because of doing that?
Yeah. Immensely. Like I feel like auditioning is a separate technique than actually being on a set filming on the day. Like you have your environment, you have your scene partner versus like now we do our self tapes usually from home or in a studio, right?
Yeah.
And so you just have a reader. But so being a casting reader, you were like a fly on the wall and you could just see like great auditions and then like terrible auditions. And then you could hear the deliberation between the producers, right? Like what made a good audition or what didn't. So yeah, that was like, I feel like that was the best acting class that I ever.
Yeah. And I think I saw you say something somewhere, and I'm not quoting you exactly, but it reminded me of something a director said to me once too, that auditions, you have to look at auditions almost as an opportunity to perform. Acting is a weird talent, unlike music or doing things where you almost have to get someone's permission to do it.
Right.
So you don't get a lot of chances to get up there. So when you're in an audition thing, the best way, and I don't know if you agree, and I think I heard you verbalize this in some way, the best way is to treat it as a performance, is to put yourself out there.
Yes.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Wow.
Tony, what the? Tony always looks like this. This is Tony.
This is what I look like every stream, Phil. You know
every day. He changes halfway through, right before the recap.
I look like this every stream, Phil. You know.
So can I just say something? Can I just say something? So like if Acosta had to create her perfect man, like an avatar, the Don Tony Teflon would be it.
Right.
Real.
Is it?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I now feel underdressed.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right now. You know, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Let me ask you another.
Oh! It seems Phil somehow Phil must have got canceled, and it's just you and me. So Samantha, how are you doing?
Good. Loving the suit. Love that tie.
You know, you look extraordinary. Everything. I really appreciate you coming on here.
Listen, Tony, I want to say something to you. I have been told that you ride for Acosta. You are always defending me. You are always giving my character the benefit of the doubt. And I want to, from the beginning, you're an OG Acosta fan, and I want to say thank you for that. Oh,
I am the #1 Acosta fan. Believe you me.
Yes.
100%. And I will not tolerate any blasphemy.
Yeah, nor will I.
No. We will not have anything like that. Not at all. Not at all. So when it comes down to you, Phil, Phil, just something's going on with Phil. I just don't know. I don't know why Phil just can't get in. I just say, hey, it is what it is. And the God's work is at hand. I will just say that when we deal with your character in this show, did you watch this show before? I'm sure this is an easy question. You've been watching. Did you watch this show before you got casted for the show? And how did the casting call go for you when you went for it?
Yeah, so this is actually really interesting because I went to university for finance and I always wanted to be an actor, but I was too embarrassed to tell anyone. And so I finally made the leap. I quit my corporate job and I just dove into acting. You book a lot of roles at first, but you don't really watch those shows that you actually audition for. And so From was one of the first ones. My dad is a big fan of the show. And so I was like, whoa, if I got on a show that my dad watches, that would just be a really proud moment of mine. And so I started watching it and I ended up getting the role. And so to be on a show that my family watched on their own, it was a really nice feeling. And so, yeah, I just got the casting call. She's a rookie police officer. did the audition right before Christmas. 3 weeks later, found out that I had a call with Jack Bender, and then the rest was, made a couple jokes on the call. They landed. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And then, got flown out to Halifax, and now here we are on the live
Here
show.
we are. I've seen you in many and everything that you've done, and I've seen you especially.
Very kind.
I have. I've watched you in everything you've done, especially that the one movie was a Baby Daddy. My
husband's baby.
My husband's baby,
Yeah.
and playing a role in that role that was much darker than this role and stuff. Do you want to branch out and to say, like, is there any specific things you have not done, like maybe straight this is horror, but I mean horror, or anything straight comedy or anything like that, rom-coms? Is there anything that you wish that you would love to get into next?
Beyond working with Chucky again.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yes, that was great. Her and Chucky was
got
great.
like stabbed to death.
You got stabbed up though.
First kill in the story of that, but that was great. But no, rom-com's not really my vibe. Comedy is definitely my vibe, but like my dream show, I would say, is more of a Succession.
Yep.
Like I love like corporate, like Wolf of Wall Street type shows, like Margin Call, things like that. And then I always say, like, I just like playing characters that swear, have a weapon, and have an attitude. So like Acosta's kind of the perfect fit.
Yeah, I would love you in I would love you in Succession. I would love you. I would love you if you were in. I would love to see
like
you.
Imagine me wearing that suit, Tony. I'm wearing that suit and that tie and just like walking around the office.
I'd love to see you in this suit and this tie walking around the office. That would be amazing. Could not be better. We have Samantha Brown who plays Acosta in there. We will take phone calls, you know what I mean, without a shadow of a doubt. So you can definitely hit the line up if you would like to ask her a question. Don't ask nothing crazy and nothing stupid.
Yeah, I'll be double checking and checking them.
We will do only voicemails, all right, for her, and to make sure that everything, people ain't trying to say no craziness and stuff like that. But that is what it is.
I gotta be disconnected again if I.
What happened, Phil? Oh my God, Phil. God's plan.
Why do I keep getting muted here? This is like, what the hell are you doing? Listen. I'm sorry, Samantha. You're aware of about Acosta's reaction, how she's a little bit of a polarizing character to some people as an actor.
What do you mean?
Nonsense.
Can you elaborate?
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that create some visceral.
Yes.
And I know I don't care. What do you take that? And I'm answering your question for you, but you take that as a compliment as an actor, right? That's an awesome thing, right?
Yeah, look, like I've been doing this a long time, and like I told Tony, like I've been playing crazy diabolical characters, and that are like far worse than Acosta. Like Acosta to me is not an evil person. I understand that she's annoying and frustrating to the audience, but her intentions are always good. She just goes about them the wrong way sometimes. So Acosta is like a delight to play compared to the characters that I played. And I never take it personally. It's a television show. Like if anyone's talking about the show, like I love this. Like the fact that there are all of these people that you guys all team up every Sunday and like talk to each other. I think that's like extraordinary. Right. So I never take it personally. It's all in good stride. And, maybe people will come around. Maybe we'll have some bandwagon Acosta fans. Like, your sports.
No, we don't need them.
No, but think about it. It's like, like the sports team of the city you live in, and they're just like playing like shit the whole season. And you're like, ugh, like, I don't like this
Phil
team.
knows that about the Boston Celtics.
I was just about to say, you beat me to it.
About the
you're describing Jets fans, right? Like, you're describing Jets.
You hear in the news. Yeah. And then you hear in the news, you're like, wait, they made the playoffs. So now you start like focusing on them, right? And then finally they make it to the championship and you're like, now I'm a fan, So that's what I hope happens with Acosta.
And I want to set this up quickly, Tony, so we can get him, because I'm not sure how long we're lucky enough to have Samantha here with us.
Wonderful.
So everyone, if you guys want to call in and leave a voicemail for her, keep it short, try to keep it punchy. Keep it punchy, kid.
Listen, we have over 450 people here watching us right now. We have the extraordinary Samantha Brown up in here rocking with us.
So call and leave a voicemail, 781-990-8509. Again, that's 781-990-8509. If you're international and can't call that, you can email me at theissuesguy@gmail.com. I'll put that in the chat.
So I would say, Samantha, let me ask you this question. Dealing, you came from a corporate world and stuff, and you got and I thought about you, like, this is something like your business that you're in right now, like something I would do. It's something I would like, what I would have done or something like that, because like corporate structure, it's hard. Like I know for myself and my job, I went in my job and I had my boss that came to me one time and told me like, have a good day. And I was like, thank you very much. And then she called me up later and was like, where are you at? And I told her I was in the lake. I was like, you didn't think I could have a good day at work, did you? And I wound up getting sent to HR for that. But when dealing with a job like yours and everything, when you have a lot of off time, like this downtime, right, in between gigs and stuff and everything else, right? You have a job and then you're waiting. Are you just going there and like waiting for the next script, or are you actually like trying to live your life in between? Because I think that people have a problem with dealing with situations like that in their job and not knowing exactly what to do when things like that happen.
Yeah, I always say like the biggest challenge for an actor is the time in between jobs, right? And I guess that could be other industries as well. Like, what do you do with your time in between jobs? And that's why, like, I always say, like, you have to build a life for yourself. You have to, whether that's family, your friends, a hobby. I love sports. Like I said, I play pickleball and tennis and golf. I love golf. That's a new obsession of mine, but just things that fill your life, right? So that you're not just waiting around for the phone to ring, because this is life. Like, life isn't your job. And that's why it's like, it goes back to when I hear if people don't love the character of Acosta, like, that's okay. Like, I'm living my life, right? Like, we just do our job. We show up to work, we do the best we can. And, you try to live the most beautiful life that you can outside of work. So yeah.
We have a couple of voicemails right away. This is from 3 Bang Bang Bang. And I think I can play them all because I know these people. Area code 318 first.
Tony, Phil, and Samantha. So glad you're on the show today. What an amazing time to have you here. First of all, yay, I cannot wait for the Hallmark movie. I know that's off subject, but I love the way you play the character. I wonder, what's it like being on the set? I hear it's very immersive. I'm really curious what that feels like. Thanks. Take care.
Awesome.
I want to like talk to her live, but that's a voicemail. She's
And we could go live. We could want to do live calls. We can
go live, or we can call them back. We can call you back if you.
Don't call people. We can do live if you want to talk to them live. We will do live. We do whatever you wish.
Well, firstly, what is her name? Did you know?
We'll call her 318.
Okay, caller 318. Thank you for your question. Thank you for being so kind. Yeah, the set is so immersive. I don't know if you guys have heard other actors talk about this, but like the whole town of From is built. We shoot in Halifax, and so the roads that you see and the Lou House and the sheriff's station and all that is physically there, built. And then the interior of Colony House is in a studio, but it's just amazing. Like, I remember my first day ever on set was the night scene when Acosta gets out of the ambulance and like pulls her firearm and the monsters are in the middle of the road and she like runs up to Colony House. And so I had no idea what it would be.
What a crazy first day.
Like, oh my, and I was like meeting everyone and Jack was there and like the whole time I was just like, I don't want to get fired. That's like my, right? Like, and none of the main cast were there because it was the exterior. So Henry, like Robert Joy wasn't there, or Catalina. It's just myself and the paramedics, and they were new actors to the show as well. So we were just like, we had no idea if we were going to be using a green screen or acting, if Jack says, point to that tree over there. And so I just show up introducing myself to everyone. And then there's just like all the monsters are there and like full prosthetics, just like hanging out, smoking a cigarette, having a coffee. And it's just bizarre. And
off right into the fire.
Yeah. So, I think that it turned out great, but yeah, there's like very little acting that you have to do. And we appreciate that so much because you don't have to do that. I've been on other sets where it's like just green screen and you just have to imagine everything. And that's so difficult to do. So From is like easy. It's really
Let's go from.
We have a ton of voicemails, by the way, Tony.
We're 1 second with them damn voicemails, Bill. Let's go where From. You played sports your whole life. I don't know if you ever had dreams of playing in the WNBA, but you loved sports.
Yes.
You went from that to a corporate job.
Yes.
What made you transition from that into acting? What was inside you that said you wanted to go into acting from leaving such a lucrative payday instead into an unknown element?
Yeah, great question. My whole life I wanted to be an actor, and I was just truly way too embarrassed to tell anyone. Like, no one in my family has any job that's in the corporate, or sorry, in the creative space. So to say like I want to be an actor, nobody would really understand. And I also, you know, I live in Canada, and so that's a whole different world to say that you want to be an actor. And so I just kind of did what I had like thought I should do. I got really good grades in high school. I went to university. I took finance because I thought that would be a good degree to sort of make a lot of money in. And then I got a really good job that paid really well. And I was just haunted every day. Like every single day I would go to work, and the job that I had, it was other people's dream jobs. And so other people would have like such joy at work and be so happy to be there. And I was like, I should be feeling this way about something that I love. And so for the first time, instead of like talking to my parents about it or my friends, I just made the decision and was like, no, I'm not doing it. And I sent in my 2 weeks, and I just like went full force into acting. And my side hustle was an audition reader. So I worked for a casting director, and you know, every day I would watch other actors audition for things that I would kill, right? Like to be on, and be like a little bit jealous of them because I was on the other side of it. And I just thought one day, like, I really hope that I can be on the other side. And you just grind. And like, you know, 10 years later, it happens. You just need one chance, one job, one role, one person to believe in you, and everything can change.
How did you get the casting job? Were you casting for something and you weren't right for it, and then they were like, oh, you'd be great to help out? Was it that kind of situation?
So, well, this is actually interesting and is a lesson for me of just like, don't do things to like kiss people's ass or like be put in a position that's just going to serve you. So like when I was first starting out, I was like, I don't even know if I'm good. Like, how do I know if I'm good? I'm probably not. So like, why don't I get some help? So I went to acting classes, but like, that's a whole nother thing. Sometimes they just like beat you down just to get you.
Sometimes it's just a money system to keep you going. You have to take more classes and shit. It's
and
the whole
so
thing.
I thought like, okay, well, what if I go to a casting workshop? Not to get in front of them, because a lot of actors will want to go to a casting workshop and kind of
Just
like
to be seen.
just to be seen. And I was like, why don't I just go and say like, hey, what's up? Tear me to shreds. What am I doing wrong? What should I do right? And that's it. And so I went in, I was just really genuine about it. And they gave me incredible feedback, right? On a lot of things that I had to work on. This was years ago. And then like a couple months later, I just messaged them and I said, hey, like if you ever need a reader, I'm here. No pressure, but like I'm here. And then like 2 months after that, they were like, hey, our reader is sick. Like, do you want to sub in?
That's all you need.
That's all I needed. And I
Your
really,
job. Yeah, that's how it works. Like,
and I think if I went in there with like a different energy, if I went in there with like a desperate sort of see me, pick me energy, it would have been different. And so I always stand by that. Like, just do things genuinely to like learn and help people, and like it will all come back to you.
Yeah. That energy.
I agree with you 100%. I think it's amazing. When you deal with a job such as yours, like Phil has been in plays. He's done a lot of plays. He's in that. I've rapped for a very long time in my life. In fact, my first big show I ever had was in Canada. It was in a place called Saint Hubert, and this bar called Chi-Chi's. I was in Chi-Chi's. And that was the first show I ever had. That first big show in there. And that's the first time I ever thought that I could make it after doing that show. And then there was a guy in there. I remember when I was in there, I was so afraid to go on. And the guy kept coming to me like, oh, you ready to go on? And I was like, let me get a beer when I'm done with this beer. And I did it like 3 times to him. And he grabbed me up and he was in his French accent. He goes, are you a performer? And I said, yes. He goes, then you perform. Bonjour, everybody. Tony Teflon, blah, blah. And he went to the whole thing. And then that's what got me on there to do my thing and everything else. But if he didn't do that, I would have probably done it and everything else. There's a lot of, and I experienced it in my life a lot. Self-sabotage, right? Like it's easy to say like I want to be something and then not find out and then have the excuse like, oh, if I would have did that, I would have been able to do that.
Yeah.
What, I don't know if you ever experienced that self-sabotage, and if you have, like, what has pushed you over that plateau to go just say, you know what, let me just go for it, and whatever happens.
I think it kind of sounds cheesy, but it goes back to like those memes sometimes that you see on Instagram where it's like we're just floating on a rock in space. You know, like that's what we're doing here. So like, and it happens now, like even on days on From, like you do a performance and then you leave and you're like, should I have made that choice? Should I have done that? Is it going to come out good? And you kind of like beat yourself down, and you hear about like even Oscar nominated actors still thinking that. Like you still feel like you never know what you're doing. You still feel like you're never good enough. I still, you know, my performances sometimes haunt me at night, but I think that's good because it challenges you to do better.
Yeah, to always work to be
harder and not be, and like this is I was telling someone this the other day, because most of my scenes are with Harold, right? And as we all know, he is an incredible performer, but he is so specific. So like this season in episode 1, when Acosta is leaving Colony House and she calls Boyd a monster, he called me the night before we were shooting that scene. And not that it's a small scene, but I mean, it's probably like 30 seconds of airtime in all of his work in that entire episode. So I was working really hard on it. And so he calls me like pretty late at night, and he's like, "Hey, Sam, I just wanted to run something by you. We're shooting the scene tomorrow." He's like, "I talked to John Griffin, the writer from, and I just want to change one word of Boyd's dialogue." And I can't remember what the word was, but it was like a connector word. It was like, and
an actifier or something like that.
Yeah, it was something very small. And so at first I was just like, yeah, that's fine, Harold. Like in my mind, I thought it doesn't really change much, but I'm not going to say that to Harold. But then 2 seconds later, I was like, whoa, that changes everything from Boyd's intention to Acosta. And the audience will never know because they don't know what it was before. But like to him, it was such a small change, but he was so focused on it. And it really taught me, like you would think someone like that gets you would think someone like Harold, after so many years of doing this, not that you get complacent, but you do the same performance, right? Like you're locked into Boyd, but his effort and like level of specificity is extraordinary. Yeah. Every moment, every beat, every breath is so specific. And it just taught me as a performer, like you're never done. You're never done.
When I hear him all the time, I think like there's a lot of scenes. I'm like, I could tell that Anna Beasy was behind him. Like I remember, I remember the hole, and when I hear it, oh, that's Harold in the hole right there.
That's his loss. We do have a lot of voicemails to play. While we have our good friend Anna that's calling in.
Anna, okay.
Hi, this is Anna calling from Tennessee. First off, I want to thank Samantha for coming on the show and making the Dawn's Day. I don't think you realize how amazing this is. So thanks for playing along and having a good time. My question is for the character of Acosta. I believe it was last season when she shot that character at the beginning and killed somebody. They haven't really brought it up again as to how that would impact her moving forward and how she like moves through the town. How do you think having that be the first introduction she had to everybody, being her murdering somebody, how do you think that's shaped her character arc? Thanks for joining.
Love that question, Anna. Thank you for asking. So I think that Acosta, like dealing with the guilt of that loss of life on her hands, like I know a lot of people say, you know, she's not showing remorse, like she doesn't feel guilty about it. She's acting like it never happened. But to me, I would imagine as a police officer, especially a female police officer, which is a whole nother conversation, you don't want anyone to see you sweat. If someone sees that you're upset, you are down, you are emotional, you are immediately vulnerable, especially in a place like From. And so I think Acosta, the entire time, like every time you see her, it comes out in anger or defensiveness, but like she is burying that guilt of the mistake that she made and has no one to talk to. Like I can't even imagine being responsible for taking someone's life. Like that's something that you would never get. It's impossible. And that happened, what, like 3 or 4 days ago? And she
she didn't mean to. She was shooting at a monster. The monster dodged and she hit someone. And I'm sick of people over here saying that she intentionally did it and she should get put in the box because she was shooting at a monster. She's in the situation she's never been at. The monster dodged. It hit the girl. It happens. She didn't celebrate it. She wasn't like, hey, I'm happy I shot her. She didn't do anything like that. She was so people need to calm down and check, all right, about things like that and everything, and look at the whole scene as the whole and how it actually played out. Not how you wanted it to play out, but actually how it exactly played out. And that's what and there's no reason for Acosta to trust any motherfucker in this place who's not named Tony Teflon or not in there, because it would be. Why? What did she walk in? She walked into Boyd beating a man's hand to death. She walked into a girl who just drove somebody's eye out with a screwdriver. And like, shorty, we ain't friends. Why would you think we friends? Don't talk to me like we good. We ain't good. Why would you think we good and everything? She has not been there that long. And the things that she is trying, they should be trying to let me see this loop. It may have not worked for you when you did it, but maybe it works this time. How about we try it every day and see
every
exactly
morning I
what's
always
going
say
on?
you should try the loop. But also too, it's like when she's in the ambulance and she's saying like, I'm a good person, that whole bit, like maybe she doesn't think she is because of what happened to Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the guilt of that. So like, sure, you can look at that scene on the surface, I understand as an audience, and be like, she thinks she's a good person. She probably doesn't.
No, she's trying to convince herself.
She's trying to convince herself that she is. That is the definition of guilt. So that's how I view that scene.
People in the live chat are screaming. I'm going to be playing all the voicemails. Don't worry, Jen. We got Jen from Australia. As long as we have Samantha, I'll keep interjecting Tony with voicemails here.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Jen.
We got Jen from Australia here.
Hi, it's Jen from Australia here. I just wanted to ask Sam about how her character felt when she went to the room and Boyd was actually being nice and saying, I want you to have a job and do something useful. You have skills I don't. And maybe what she thinks she might find there. Anyway, thanks. Bye.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you. So I don't want to say anything about what I think she might find there or not, just because I know how everything plays.
You've read the script, so you can't say.
But I think about Boyd is, I think Acosta is like not emotional of the sense of like, well, I don't like Boyd because he's a leader. I think she's very much like, I'll like you if I see things that you do that I like or that I agree with. So it's like I feel like has had odds with Boyd because every single thing, like she doesn't just not like Boyd because she doesn't like Boyd. She has seen Boyd do things her time in from that she doesn't agree with. And so I think now they're transitioned into the basement where, he's not being really defensive with her. She's not really being defensive with him. They're sort of like coming to a pass in a way. I think going forward, if she continues to see things that she thinks are above board and him the same, then I think it'll be a little bit more copacetic.
Yeah, the relationship might go in a positive direction.
And I would say that
he never gave her any opportunity or reason not to like him. Like she came in hot on that situation. And Tony,
I would say that she also, like, she don't know Boyd, right? So when Boyd says that you remind me of someone, she doesn't know what Boyd been through, right? She doesn't know that story. She doesn't know the story about what happened, what Boyd did to his wife. She doesn't know all of that. Yeah. Like if she knew all that, she'd probably be reacting different towards Boyd. But what she does know is that this guy claims to be the leader of the town. He beat a young man's hand with a hammer. Yeah. And that's what she's going on. That's what she's basing on. She doesn't know everything that all the audience already knows. So we can't have her judging him on those things. She doesn't know he found the talisman. She doesn't know that he's the one who got the goats. She don't know. All she knows is what she's seen. And what she's seen is this man beating a hammer down on someone's hand, and he's controlling the whole town. Yes. So I think we have to really put that into context when we look at everything that she's saying. As an actress, that you are brilliant, that you are astonishing. I would just say, how do you deal with Phil? I'm talking.
No, we got a lot of voicemails.
Listen, wait up, Phil. I'm asking a question.
Got a lot of voice.
All right. Right. So I'm saying one thing I've realized when you're doing acting and stuff like that is, I would say, rejection, right? I don't know what the percentage is, but I would say maybe the average actor gets turned down 75% of the time for every role they go out. I don't know if that's accurate. If
99.
So 99% of the time actors go for a role they get. How do you deal with that rejection? And maybe this helps people in their life, because whether it's acting or any job, and people go for things and stuff, and you're like, oh, I wanted this job, really wanted it, but he didn't get it. Does that mean that you're not better than the other person, especially when in a job that you were? It comes down to, it's not exactly, it's obviously has something to do with the skill and the acting ability, but it comes down to someone just saying you're right for this job. How do you deal with that whole situation?
Yeah, so it's funny. I just did an interview with this, and there's like a sound clip of it on my Instagram. But it's like it's like an example of, let's say me and you go to a restaurant, Tony. We go out to dinner.
Okay. Yes. Let's say it. We're there.
We're looking at the menu, and there's
Parmesan
crusted Brussels sprouts, and I'm like, we have to get those. Those are amazing. And you're like, ew, I hate Brussels sprouts. Well, what's true? Are Brussels sprouts good? Or are they not good? To me, they're good. To you, they're not good. So it's just like auditioning, or if you are interviewing for a job or whatever field you're in. If someone says that they don't want you for that position, that's fine. That doesn't mean you're not good at that position. That doesn't mean you're not qualified. That doesn't mean you're not talented. It's just that's not the right fit for you. And God or the universe or whatever you believe in, like, it's not rejection, it's redirection. And so I can't tell you how many times I've been rejected, and then 10 years later I look back and I think, thank God I did not get that, because if I didn't get that, I wouldn't have met this person, or this thing wouldn't have happened for me now. So it is really redirection, and just screw them.
Yeah, I hear you. Listen,
They don't want you, screw them.
Exactly.
Okay,
I'm eating Brussels sprouts or anything you want. It don't matter. You can say it. Liver, Brussels sprouts.
Pause it for 1 second. We got the voice of 916.
Okay.
Oh, wait, before you say, Phil, stop. Phil, stop. Can you stop? All right. So Samantha, there's this lady right now who's going to call in the voice of 917.
Okay.
I have had her on. She comes on the channel all the time. And I have told her 1,000 times that she is missing her calling, that she should be a voice actress. We've had Scott on. Scott has agreed with me and said that was the case. We've had other people on and they have agreed, but I don't know if it's gotten. So I want you to listen to her voice. And as an actor, I want you to really listen and give your honest opinion. And she really wants to know, does she have from her voice what it takes to be a voice actress? All right.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go.
Hello, this is the voice at 916. Wow, what a treat to see you, Samantha. I love your portrayal of Acosta. And it's been said that people who come into Fromville, either they bend or they break. Do you think Acosta will eventually bend? And what will it take for her to bend if she's to survive? Thank you for taking my call. Bye-bye. Stay sexy.
Wow. Her voice is incredible.
Yeah, it's so deep.
She needs an agent.
I say it to her and she doesn't take me seriously. And I keep telling her this.
I need you to send me that clip, and I need you to just
I will.
listen to it every night.
No, you won't, Phil. I will. But yes, I'll make sure you get it.
I'll download the clip and send it to you, Tony. And Tony's underselling. Tony's also been in a couple of movies, some bit parts. He was in Carlito's Way, and he was in the Howard Stern movie as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, so both of you guys were actors?
No, he was like Tony's. He's the man you should like. He's.
Yes, I have been. And thank you so much. Sir. I appreciate it. But yeah, yes, I was. I was in those movies. Just Carlito's Way.
I just do theater and I'm a musician banging drums and stuff. Nothing.
Oh no, I love this. That's awesome. Answer nice. Answer the question. Bending or breaking. So I think we saw maybe she was gonna break in the jail cell, right? Or she was thinking about it. I think what's interesting about that is I actually had a really hard time when I read the script seeing Acosta's drive to get out. Well, pun intended, literal. She went driving to get out. But her drive to get out, right? And her will to try to do the loop in episode 2, and then episode 3, she just crashes and basically considers taking her own life at one point. Yep. And so the way that I wrapped my mind around it was I thought Acosta's one of those people that likes to be in control, right? And when Boyd in episode 1 is talking about counting the bullets, right? He's asking Kenny, how many bullets do we have just in case we all want to make the decision to go out on our own terms? That is exactly what she is doing in episode 3. She is saying I know that Boyd wasn't like this before when he got here. And she says that to him. I don't know who you were before you were in From. She says that in episode 1, but this is who you are now. She hears Christy say that this place changes you. So she would rather die to what she believes while she's a good person than live in From and let this place change her. So she wants that bullet to have the option to just go out on her own terms before this place completely destroys her. But then I think with the basement scene, we'll see going forward if she continues to break or if she will bend.
Yeah.
Listen, put that up there. I'm gonna put your thing. Put that Doc Kaiju comment up there, Phil. Doc, put the Doc up there. He deserves to be seen up in here. What he's saying and everything. There you go. Make sure Doc's.
I agree.
Thank you so much. And all that. And I was like, control, like Janet Jackson, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I think in some ways, and I'm wondering, when she said she wasn't herself, that really scared her. It seemed like for the first time, with just a color choice and acting, Acosta really sort of changed the way she was sort of verbalizing things. You were more relaxed and like, oh my God, what have I been doing? It's almost like you were reflecting on everything you had been doing those previous few days, in that position. And I thought that was played really well in that scene with you and Harold. I think.
If you look at Acosta's time on the show, if you took out all the other scenes and you just looked at what was happening to her, she came in at the most chaotic time. And so I think that like her being in the jail cell is like the first time where like, one, she probably feels safe sleeping in there for the first time, right? She's like literally locked in there, and now she's just alone with her own thoughts, right? And like that would be haunting, right? The guilt of Nikki, what's going on in front, being stuck there, taking the ambulance. She knows everyone in the town hates her. So yeah, I think that was like a really big shift for her, and I'm glad that people could see a vulnerability to her and like a different side to her and like flesh her out a little bit.
Oh, when you were looking in this episode and the face you were giving Harold, like that face, like it was like I wanted to cry. Like the
Never
face,
wished
like
you were
it
Harold.
just like it was just like it was like you were just broken when you were looking up at him and stuff, and you're looking there and stuff, and it's just like you were just so broken at that time, and I was just like, oh my god, my girl's broken. What? It's just terrible, and everything. But you portrayed that so well and stuff. This the face in there and all that, just looking at him, and it spoke this more than any words could have ever spoken everything. And I really hope that, and I think, I mean, obviously this is where we're going. I think by what we're saying that you're gonna get down the business up in there and everything else, and actually take it seriously and get your mind off of other things that she was thinking on, all that good stuff and everything else.
And as long as people aren't throwing weird theories up about your name now, I'm glad your name's out there, so that's not a thing. Like when you first came out, it was like your first name means something. It's gonna be.
Oh right, yeah. I said this in another thing, but like very quickly, what happened with that is that. There was a scene with Acosta and Kenny when and they're like, she's unpacking in Colony House. They're not unpacking, but just like taking off, I don't know, her jacket, and she's in one of the bedrooms with Kenny, and she's talking to him, and he's like, oh, you're the girl who shot Nikki. And she's like, my name is Danny. And so we filmed this scene together, and then it got cut. And usually stuff just gets cut for time. And truly, like the scene didn't really add much because we had the diner scene together. But since it got cut, I had no idea why. Like I didn't know if legally maybe they couldn't use Danny Acosta. I had no idea, and I was new to the show, right? So I was like, oh, I don't want to say
There's some real estate agent named Danny Acosta that they couldn't.
Yeah, and that happens, right? Like there was also a thing when they were trying to figure out my name, like making sure there was no other nobody else with that name. There's like a whole legal process to it. And so I just didn't want to say that, and I had no idea that it would be revealed in the finale. So anyways, in that interview I just said, you know, we haven't learned it yet, and then it like
It blew away. Yeah, everyone's like, that's
people ran with that 100%. Shout out to everybody up in here. Over 430 people up in here rocking with the Don Tony Tough Live. Feel the issues guy. We got Samantha Brown rocking with us right now. Shout out to all my familia and everything else. You know how we do and everything else. I'm glad that y'all are rocking with us and everything else. We're gonna keep it going. Make sure you call in if you want to call in.
We still got 6 or 7 voicemails to play. Let's play this one.
Let's go through a couple.
Hey, this is Ronnie from Cleveland. I just want to say to Samantha Brown that I really like the chemistry between Acosta and Boyd in this season.
You being too familiar? Yeah.
You don't need no deep voice brothers up in here. All right,
on the next caller.
Get him out. Next guy. Next
Hey,
person.
Samantha Brown, it's West of Western Road.
No, it's a guy too.
Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out. We don't need him. We need those people up in here. Come on.
Here we go.
Leave poor Ethan on the side of the road like that.
Yeah, I want to hear about that. How could you pour Ethan on the side of the road, Acosta? What are you doing? And Tony, lock us down. I just have to go bring my dog.
No doubt about it. Listen, Ethan on the side of the road. Ethan ducked. We had no guarantees she see him at that particular time when he ducked. He looked like if you're able to duck, that means you have flexible muscles. That means you're okay.
True.
So I would say that,
But
his back was.
I have my defense for this. I've said this in a past interview. This is my defense. Now, one, I don't write the show. All I can do is try to find like reasoning as to why Acosta is doing things. And so what happened when Acosta was in an ambulance last time and stopped for people in the middle of the road?
Mm-hmm.
It was season 3, episode 4. There were the monster creatures in their human form. She stopped to help them, and then they turned into the monsters and slit the throats of the paramedics. So she's scarred from seeing that. And then she sees when she's helping Christy stitch Elgin's eye, he's saying, I saw the kimono woman. And she's saying, this place puts things in your head. You can't trust this place, right? And then Jade and Tabitha are seeing little children. Boyd is seeing the ballerina. And so the way that I justify it is like, I don't even think she thinks that that's really Ethan or is even processing that it is. She just doesn't care. Like, I don't think that that's Ethan. This is another distraction. This could be a hallucination. I'm just locked in on doing this loop and not being distracted. That's how I view it.
I agree. Listen, I would say this. I came up when now this shows and shows obviously these writers of this show have gotten a little bit of flack because of Lost, right? They come from Lost. People were not satisfied with the ending. All right, Harold said he signed on. He had to hear the ending before he signed on, like because of all that Lost stuff. That's what Harold said in interviews publicly and everything. He wanted to make sure that everything was going to be the way it goes. I myself have came up with a perfect ending for the show. And I want you to listen to my ending for the show. This is where I think it should end. And Jack Bender, Jeff Pinkner, if you happen to be watching, you can take this and don't worry about it. Don ain't gonna say anything about it. This is what I think.
And with a wedding between Acosta
and in the end, it's the heart. That would be great. That would be great. But I would say that the best ending of all time to me, 6 Feet Under. I think you can't do a better ending than 6 Feet Under. Like I think that's the best. This is my ending for this show to make it right. And this is what I think it is. I think that everybody should die in this show, but Acosta, and then and Ethan, right? So Ethan and Acosta survive. They both make it. Ethan stays in there. Acosta makes it out. Acosta winds up in a mental hospital, just like say like the Terminator, like Sharon Carter. She's in there. Seen all this stuff. Now she's in there. She gets transported back out into a different wing, and when she's in the car, she gets turned back into Fromville. Ethan is now an older person. He does not understand anything. He does not remember, but Acosta is back in there, and she remembers everything, but Ethan is like Victor, basically, at this time, maybe 35, 40 years old and stuff, and now Acosta is back. The town is full. It's basically before Boyd got there, no talismans, no anything else. And then that's where it ends off right there.
Wow, that is very interesting.
That's where it should be. And that way we can get a sequel with you in it.
You think you'd be an awesome Sarah Connor, though, whatever that's worth.
It worked. That ending is amazing. I don't think we need an ending where we all row a boat and we all make it out. It can't be
shiny,
Yeah,
happy.
I don't think it can be a happy or a fully happy ending.
No, it's probably going to be a bittersweet ending in some ways.
Yeah.
Here is another voicemail while I can still play it from area code before Tony cuts me off from area code 504.
Hey y'all, it's Debbie.
Oh, baby.
Samantha, great job this week. I mean, you moved me. But what I want to know is, Tony, what do you think about Boyd macking on your girl? You remind me of.
I'm sorry, I got to cut you off, Debbie. I'm sorry.
Say something, Debbie, oh, baby. All right. Cool, five, Debbie.
Trick me.
Baby. Debbie. Listen, I would be worried if Boyd was 15 years younger, but because of that, I'm not really worried about it. So he can do what he want to do, you know what I mean, and everything else. But 15 years younger Boyd, I would have been a little bit worried. I would say, Matrix Boyd, I would have been a little bit worried about that, or something like that. Lost Boyd, I would have been a little bit worried about that. You know what I mean? But right now, from Boyd, I'm cool. You can do what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm cool with Boyd. Do what you gotta do.
That's good.
Next voicemail, Tony, but I don't know if this guy's gonna get cut off. We'll see how long we make it with him.
Hey, it's the soul taker, man. Respect, Tony. Respect. This is a live, and respect the field. Nice to see you on the stream, Samantha.
All right, cut him off. He's taking too long.
Okay, he said what you needed. He said
taking too long. You gotta get to the point, bro. You gotta get to the point. We can't have you here, with dragging your words.
We have one last one to play, Tony. One last one. Then we'll get
one more. Let's go. You can't have dragging words.
What up, Phil? Great live stream as usual. This is Jet in the chat, and I just want to say that for Samantha, Acosta gets a lot of hate, but you know what they say, that you have to be playing the role great and acting greatly to convince people that you're actually playing the part. So that's why you get the hate for it. You know what I mean? So you're obviously doing a good job. And I just want to say something else. I've been following Tony since 2014. Wow. This is the first time I have ever seen that man on a live stream without a hat. And that is a heat in of itself.
I'm so glad we got this call, Tony. That is so fucking perfect. I'm sorry. I can't anymore, guys. That was so perfect.
Oh, it's so good. I'm honored. I'm truly honored.
Oh my goodness. When the plan comes together. Oh my
I
goodness.
got my sister in the chat laughing. My sister's up here, Coley Cole. She laughing about this whole situation. And all that good stuff, and everything else. Listen. I agree with the words he said. It is the first time ever that I've ever come on stream in my whole total history of this doing YouTube that I've ever not had a hat on and stuff. Yes, 100%. But what we gonna do? The prototype is the prototype. Yeah, it doesn't work out in the favor like that, but it just does right now. So we cool with that whole situation. And everything else. I know you have new things coming out. I heard you talking about a Christmas movie that you have coming. How was it during the Christmas movie? How was that filming that?
Oh, it was so good. Like just to be happy and laugh and like experience joy and wear different clothes, outfit changes and like earrings. Like when I had earrings in my trailer that I could put in my ears. I was thrilled. So yeah, it was.
Is that the movie you said you were doing with Jessica?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome! I can't wait. I can't wait. That's like the worlds colliding, Jerry. It's like two people from different shows.
And she's so good. Like she is like Miss Christmas. Like she just has those movies on lock. Like she also executive produces too as well.
Is a musical? Does she sing it as well?
In this one, no. But she has a beautiful voice.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
She's an incredible singer.
But yeah, she's a writer too, and she's writing her own projects. Like she's such a go-getter. And
it's so awesome that you're working with. That's just like a really awesome situation. We have another call from England from our caller before, Tony. We'll play part of this message.
Okay.
Hiya, this is EPC Media again.
Oh, it did cut off.
ABC Media. I would say this that
sorry, it got cut off.
Phil is a big fan. Phil is a big fan of the woman that you worked with in there. When that movie comes out and everything jumps off with it, if you would be willing to come back and do a little comeback on here, maybe bring her and stuff like that. We would love to have the both of you. I'll take you by yourself, but if you could bring her, I don't know if you talk to her or if you're friends. Yeah. We would love to have you both to help promote that movie and get that thing out. And we talk about hidden talents, right? The Don Tony Teflon, everyone knows is an amazing rapper. I've called out Randall. Y'all know I've been on the stream for over 3 years calling out the actor who plays Randall because Elgin talked a lot of shit saying how good he was. And I said I'll bring him on here and he could battle me. He refuses to come on here and battle me. He's scared of me. But we all have hidden skills, my rapping ability, Phil's acting ability, and singing ability, and instrument playing ability.
You're also an accomplished boxer in your youth. I
am an accomplished boxer. You're correct.
Wow.
Tony's an accomplished boxer. He's really.
I am. I did. Yes, you're right, Phil. I did compete in the Golden Gloves tournament.
You're right. Golden Gloves tournament,
and I did knock out a guy who fought for the WBC title multiple times growing up. But that's another story, Phil. But I thank you for bringing it up.
I'm sorry to bring it up.
No, I'm not. No, don't be sorry, Phil. I appreciate it. Samantha, hidden talents that you have. We heard about the basketball skill that you had. And everything
you still play.
Is there anything else that you have in the background that you do?
So I am a PADI certified scuba diver.
Oh, right.
So I dive. Not like often, like when I travel, I scuba dive. And yeah, sports, like really big on sports. So like my latest obsession is golf. Like all I think about is golf. I love golf. We're getting into golf season. It's on my mind. It's in my soul.
Just talking about it is making you hungry to get out there.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah,
it's been nice talking to you guys.
There's a reason why they call me Tony the Tiger, because my golf skills is like that.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason. There's a reason. Not the Frosted Flakes. It's not because of it. It's because of the golf skills. It gets down like that. You know what I mean? But when it comes
Oh, that's funny.
It is funny. It is. I'm sorry.
I think you just blushed, Tony. I think I just saw you good turn. I'm pretty sure. I've never seen Tony blush before.
Oh, that's funny. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Oh my God, scuba diving though. Let me go. You're a registered scuba diver.
Yes.
And all of that good stuff. what is the best places you ever scuba dived in? You've been to Caribbean or
So one time I was in the Cayman Islands, and they actually, like, a ship, I don't know the full story, but like a ship was donated to them. And so you can actually scuba dive in a ship underwater. Like, it kind of looks like, it's not as big as the Titanic, but like it's Titanic vibes. And you can scuba dive throughout, like you see the kitchen. You can go in the front, like with the wheel, and you're literally scuba diving underwater in a ship, which was pretty cool.
Nice.
Would you skydive? A skydive thing that you want to do? Are you into that?
No. Is anyone like? Isn't it?
Who wants to do that? I'll tell you, they strap you to somebody else the first time because no one actually wants to jump out of the plane, so they have to attach you to someone's back so they can jump off with you on their back.
I don't want to do it either. My brother just did it. That's why I'm bringing it up. My brother did it. He was all happy about it. I told people if the ship is on, if this plane is on fire, I'm the first out. You ain't gotta ask me to get out. I'm out like George Costanza in the fire. I'm pushing old ladies over in the straw. I'm out. I'll jump out. I'll look like Patrick Swayze in Point Break.
Yeah.
I'll do silhouettes and everything else when it goes down. But as for fun, that's not the definition of fun to me.
Well, where did your brother do it?
He did it up here in upstate New York, over here, down by Albany and stuff. He did it over there.
So nice landscape. I was
Listen,
it's beautiful landscape.
It is if you don't hit the floor. I mean, it's a great landscape. I'm a zip liner. Like, I love zip line. I will zip line as high as it wants to be.
There's a really cool way
as long as it wants to
go through the whole thing.
I love zip line.
Oh, cool.
I love the zip line. I was zip line. It doesn't matter how far it is. There's a zip line from New England to New York. It's like the longest zip line in the world, and it's like 3.5 or 4.5 miles.
How long does it take?
I really want to go on that zip line.
Are you on it for like how long does that take?
I think it's only like 15 minutes, like the way, and not even that long. Like you're zipping so fast, but it's as high as it gets. Like it's higher than all the trees. It's as high as it gets. It's the highest one out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I had an aunt that lived in Puerto Rico, and my aunt Pauline and stuff, and we used to go out there to go visit her in there. And I remember she used to, when we were little kids, right in her backyard in there, she had vines. My sister will tell you right now, if she's in the chat, that's true. She had vines from a tree. And I remember saying to her, I was like, Aunt Pauline, what do you do with those vines? And she goes, I do this. And she ran and just jumped on the vine and swung out and then came back on the porch. And that's all we did when we were down there. I remember that day. She was like, I was like, Aunt Pauline, what do you do with those vines? She goes, I do this. And she just ran and she jumped and she just swung like Jane and came right back. And that's what it's so. Maybe that is where I get my zip lining thing from. I don't know. Maybe it resonates all the way back to then.
Yeah.
And everything else.
Lining into water, like when you go over like an ocean thing, you kind of drop into a big ocean off a zip line. That stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a strong swimmer, Phil. The Don's not a strong swimmer. I like to swim, but I'm not strong. Now, listen, if you give
someone
me
in the live chat did say that, and it's true. Tony once went into a house and saved 11 people out of a burning house.
You know, yeah, right. I did do that. That's true. That
What's
is
the
true.
story there?
It just happened. Trust us.
That is true. I would say I'm not a strong swimmer, though. I'll give you
that
that.
question, Samantha. You know what
If you give me a noodle, I'm like Aquaman with the noodle. I will outswim anyone. Michael Phelps couldn't fuck with me when I have a noodle. When I have a noodle, I'm the best.
You're
But without
kicking
a
his
noodle,
feet, man.
Not so much. Not so much. Not so much with the noodle. I'm not that good. When it comes to and everything. But I was raised in New York City, you know, and you really don't learn how to swim in the fire hydrant that's blowing water at you. You know what I mean? You know, so my swimming skills aren't up to par when it comes to that. But everything else, pickleball and all that stuff, yeah, the Don is good with that. Yeah, I'm good with a noodle. I'm real good with a noodle. House of his mystics. Don't mess with me when I have the noodle in my hand and all that. You know, you don't want to see anything like that and stuff. We have any other call? I know I don't want to keep. I'm.
We
Came on. I know she has things to do. She has.
Yeah, maybe I'll stay till 11:10.
11:10. All right, we got 7 minutes.
Let's play a couple more voicemails that we have. This is just another one from our friend in Australia.
Okay.
Hey, I just wanted to say hello to Sam again from Australia. It's Jen here.
I just feel good.
I think people love to hate Acosta because she is so much fun to watch. I mean, we think she's added a lot more spice to the show. And that's all. Bye.
Love
All
her.
right. Well,
She's
that was
literally my best friend.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for calling in from Australia. We
Yeah, and we'll give you. Listen, you got 4 minutes. You want to call in live and something for you? Do you have it set up? If it's
not quite yet, but let me play.
Right, if you want to call in, just call in.
Yeah,
Leave a message. You got 4 minutes right now.
Honestly, Tony, I'll be honest. I don't trust people, so I don't have anyone.
I don't trust them either. All right, especially these men with their deep ass voices trying to come on here. We don't need that shit. We don't need no Barry White voice. Something. If you call in and you sound like Steve Urkel, we'll take the call. But Barry White voice is only mine. Is
come in sounding like the boy in white with the deep voice. Hi,
the boy in white's got a beard thicker than mine.
That's
I
our.
don't know how that happened.
If you have a
I don't
deep,
know how that happened, but all of a sudden in 1 year, the boy in white's got everything else going on like that.
Let's play this. See if I can play the rest of this message and see if it cuts cut off from our friend in England.
This is EPC Media again. Hi, Samantha Brown. Thank you so much for honoring us with your presence. And I just want to say that Acosta has thus far shown us that she is a character with a lot of unredeeming qualities, where she thinks herself better than everyone, for lack of a better term. Something that is a credit to you as an actress, I would say. So my question is, what can you tell us about Acosta that would change how individuals like myself see her? Granted, she came into a very messy situation. However, it seems she is so self-involved. All she has done is judge and not ask questions and get to know people, that she's found herself in this particular situation. So, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great question. Yeah, I think the moments where Acosta is frustrating might be louder than the moments where she actually is sticking up for someone. But they're there, right? Like Acosta is sitting upstairs in episode 1 in Colony House with Elgin, doesn't even know him, and literally is defending him, making sure that nobody continues to torture him. She's the only person that barged into the room to stop the torture of Elgin, and she doesn't even know him. She already knows that people in the town hate her. She knows that she has no allies there, and so she could have just said, "Oh, Boyd's swinging a hammer up there on a kid? Nah, whatever. Doesn't have anything to do with me."
Yeah, not an Acosta problem.
Preach it, sister. Preach it, sister. Go on.
She barges upstairs, and she knows that she's not going to be in everyone's good books, and this is going to put her even more on the outs. But she still defends someone, and so I think just the moments that maybe aren't likable for her are louder, but I see so many moments where she's asking Donna questions in the woods. She was asking Kenny questions in the diner. She's asking Boyd. She came up to him in episode 5 and showed remorse and tried to get on his side. So I think they're all there. It's just, you have to focus on them, I think, and remember that those happen, I think.
Quick few seconds from KP here. Just 16 seconds.
Hi, Phil. What's up, bro? Hi, Samantha. How you doing?
Hi. Wait, is this
Tony,
live?
No.
You so fucking sick.
Oh.
You are so fucking sick.
Right, get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here.
That guy out of here. We got another.
Get him out of here with his accent and his Caribbean accent.
He sounds like someone that'd be sitting there with his shirt
and his 90-degree weather and everything. We need to hear from him right now.
Listening in the
sun. Get him out of here. Get KP out of here. What the hell is KP?
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Sorry.
We don't need to hear. All right, listen. We're not.
And Samantha, I'm just calling back.
We have her for 3 more minutes.
You know who I am. I was the 318. My name is Bernicia, and I would love to talk to you live.
Oh yeah, we'll do it. We'll have her back in the future, and we'll actually screen calls so I can trust you folks. But we dealt with some stuff last season, and we're trying to avoid live calls.
I appreciate that.
Know that about it. We got your back.
Blame me. If you want to blame someone, blame me. I put my foot down. Samantha said to take live calls. I said, fuck no.
Okay.
No doubt about it. All right. Upcoming season. Just give me one word that if you would describe. And let me put it like this. I don't know if you know, maybe you don't, all the parts that you shot with the other people. You only shoot your parts if it's in blocks where you're only working with those actors. But from what you know, anything upcoming, if you had one word to describe the rest of this season, what word would that be?
That's very easy. That word is chaos.
Ooh,
there we go.
Very fun.
There we go.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank
you.
No,
wait, would you
Dude, it's been awkward. Let her go.
Shut up, Phil.
Let her go.
Would you mind doing a drop for the Don Tony Teflon right now? Live?
What does that mean?
That would just mean I would just like you to say.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else. I was like,
yeah. it's not Jade, brother. I would be saying you're watching the Don Tony Teflon on Teflon TV. Peace and stay sexy.
Okay. All right. Hi.
All right, Phil. Solo rap.
Hi. You are watching.
Wait. There you go. Let's go. Solo rap. So I can put it on my stream. Go ahead, girl.
Wait, can you tell me what I'm saying again? The Don.
You gotta say. You're watching. I forgot. They say, let's just like this. You're watching Teflon TV. Peace and stay sexy.
Okay, cool. Hi. You are watching Tony Teflon TV. Peace.
There we go.
Yeah.
And we will take that right there. Thank you so much, Samantha Brown, for being such an amazing guest and coming on here and rocking with Phil and I. We truly appreciate you. Again, you have my support and Phil's full support for the rest of your career. If you have anything that you ever need, any type of promotion or anything to get out there, we would love to have you on. You are just amazing.
Thank you so much. And I like love seeing people do this. I love these streams. I love everyone like coming together and talking about the show. I think it's amazing that you guys have built this like from community. I love it. So thank you for having me on.
No, thank you so much. And it was an amazing time. Thank you.
Hey, listen. Peace. Stay sexy.
And
there it is. Samantha Brown up in here. Phil, I gotta smoke a cigarette, man. I'll be right back.
Dude, I need to pour a drink. We need to get into a little recap here. Everyone, Tony needs to go change. We'll get into this, everybody. Thank you so much for that. And seriously, huge thanks for Samantha for joining us tonight. Amazing stuff. We will be talking about this a little bit later as well. Fuck it. You can breathe again, Tony. Tony's starting smoking cigarettes today. You guys in the live chat, thank you so much. We're streaming on both channels, so if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to both Teflon TV and Phil the Issues Guy. Thank you to all of you folks that called in and left voicemails, and thank you so much. It's fun to have these folks pop on here, and it's amazing that they're listening. It's not just not just Doug that checks it out. Everyone checks this out. So we are going to be going over these points in the episode. We'll maybe go point for point, beat for beat with some of this recap stuff, because we're already almost 3 hours in. But we'll do a little bit of a recap of some of the stuff. But I think we've talked about most of the things this season. Obviously, Acosta took precedence tonight. Phil, how about the teen in white, the middle-aged man smoking cigarettes in white? We're talking about cigarettes. The boy in white sounds like he's been down in 2 packs of Marlboros a day.
Hey, everybody. What's going on? Don't get in the fucking tree, Tabitha. Some really bad shit could happen if you get in that tree. Light another one up, baby.
Come on. It's just that sort of situation. Yeah, soon to be the man in white. The puberty in white. I don't know. That has a far different meaning if we go the puberty in white, but we'll do that. So I'll start a little bit here with this recap situation. We don't have to necessarily do a full one, but I'm just trying to think if there's things we haven't necessarily talked about tonight. We start off with the Matthews family, and Ethan's not hungry. Oh, poor Ethan. Oh, wait, this isn't is this? Yes. Oh, yes, it is. That's not where we start in this episode. I have to go up. We start somewhere else. We start with Fatima and Ellis, or Fatima and see, I'm even distracted now. I'm all fucked up here. Hey, Pixie. What Tony's doing in private right now is none of your business. Oh my goodness. You guys are amazing. You guys in the live chat are cracking me up tonight. And thank you so much for joining in this silliness. So the whole thing starts out with Fatima and Ellis, and they're getting in Elgin. I'm sorry. They're getting either a late morning or late evening or early morning drink. We open up to Elgin alone in the kitchen, and Fatima shows up for water. It's awkward. They chit chat. They get this story straight because they don't want to piss off Boyd. She shows concern, and he's like, I deserve this. And she doesn't hate him. This place took advantage of both of them, but they'll never be the same. And I think this is cool that they set this up early on. They got them both. They got them both together, and he's helping her out all along the way. In the background here, we get let's do this. Let's do this right here. So then we get to sleeping Boyd, and I'm stealing a joke from someone on Reddit, but I don't care. Boyd's not the only man waking up thinking about Acosta in the morning. He wakes up and he dreams of Abby, of her shooting people and her, and he wakes up and he goes to talk to Acosta. He gets in her face. He's like, what the fuck was that yesterday? Are you going to just lose your shit again? And you got lucky, because if Christy got hurt, you and I would be having a very different conversation. She says she wasn't herself and doesn't want to be there. He said, we're working on getting out of here. And they talk about what she was talking about with Christy in the last episode, going back and forth about how I muted you for a second, Tony. You have to unmute yourself. Unfortunately, I can't actually mute you. They're not letting me unmute.
I got to unmute. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was incredible.
What the fuck happened right there?
I don't know. How did that even happen?
Parallel universe.
Did it actually happen? Did that really happen?
No, it didn't happen. That was fake. No one's seen that shit. That was all fake, 100%. And everything.
Really?
Listen, Phil, the Don is. I don't know if I'm ever coming out with a hat again on my head ever again. I think I may have to come out here with the ball look with the look every day and all that. I may have to just keep this shit jumping like this and everything else. I'm gonna hold it down while Phil goes down. We'll go through. We got a bunch of super chats. I know that came down and all that. So let me go through these super chats that were there and everything else. Let's go through it real quick. Hiya. Tony Phil in chat. The live was crazy from the chat was choking me on snacks. Tony built my house and with his bare hands in 3 days. You goddamn right I did.
Tony is Paul Bunyan in this situation.
I got big fucking hands, Phil. Big fucking hands and big fucking feet. Yeah, that's just the way I'm known. I mean, that's just what it is. All right, let's go. Tony ziplined into a burning building to save two cats. You goddamn right I did.
It's true.
You goddamn right. Chuck Norris ain't got nothing on me, goddamn.
It's absolutely true.
Nothing on me. I could see Kenny getting everyone out of town, but staying behind on purpose because he has nothing to go back to. I can see that too, 100%. Especially if the Don enters from Bill, he got nothing going on.
I see more of that ending for Boyd after Ellis dies.
100%. Samantha, thanks for being so sweet. 318, 100%. Listen, man, can we give the round of applause to Samantha Brown?
We did. We can give another one to her. She's amazing. Very. I don't know how far we want to go with this, Tony, but very amazing.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
Amazing person. Great sense of humor. Great person.
And she confirmed. As I told y'all, but the Don, if I was in there, I told you I'd bag her. I told you I would. She converted. You heard it.
It seemed like she was Team Teflon. That's all I'll say.
You've seen it right. Thank you, Tony, for helping me with my kids through the road. Listen, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, Tony, thanks for letting me borrow the helicopter. Hey, you can't borrow mine, brother. If you got one of your own, then there you go. I'm Inspector Gadget up in this motherfucker. You realize that?
Oh, I will be there, Loner Incognito. Thank you so much. And
Sonic boy, hey, I was Team Acosta the whole time too. Sonic boy, no one's interested in that. All right. Jason says, can you call bro out for simping?
I think that's for me.
Simping.
I did several times. I did.
What is that? What is that? Tony, if you were a boy, would you give Acosta the bullet? Sam, which actress is most obsessed with it? Listen, y'all trying to start something. That's why we didn't put them shits in there. All right? I ain't gonna go with that.
I know
I got Sarah over Acosta. Sarah is crazy.
Okay, I'll go with you. I'll go with you, Yoko. Oh, Yoko. I just want to put this up for one quick second. Shout out to Philly. Thank you, nonfiction, for noticing.
100%. You know what I mean? I try to go through all of it, stuff like that, and everything else. You know what I mean?
We're gonna do a very abridged recap here. I already talked about the first scene with Fatima Nellis. Next scene is Sleeping Boyd, where he wakes up and he's like Tony. He's dreaming of Acosta, and he wakes up and he goes and sees her. We already talked about that with Acosta. Next scene is Kenny, Sophia, Christy, and Marielle, and some random dude like I'd never seen before that's just hanging out in this scene. Tony, that's helping the body. And we talked about this before, pulling out the tooth, but we haven't really got into this. This scene ends with Sophia pulling out the tooth. So did Sophia keep anything from Jim, as far as we know?
Did Sophia keep anything from
Or did Doug keep anything from Jim when he killed him? I
don't think he said anything to him that was
like, I'm taking a something from you. Could the tooth help him transform into that later? Like, I don't know.
I think he said something like when it was all said and done, you know, like if we deal with this transformative tooth situation, like
why did he take the tooth? Did he take it?
Listen, what is this dude doing here? Is he Flavor Flav? Does he have to have some gold fronts of somebody to transform into him? I'm not with it. I'm not with the damn tooth in the mouth and all of a sudden he could transform. I don't want to. They would have had to do that inside the goddamn briefcase that they showed instead of the clothes. I would have needed to see the tooth in there and them to do that. If they try to pull something else like that,
So do you think she was just taking it to like keep it as a silver of the situation?
I would have to think story. I think stories in the chat and everything.
Yeah, no, I put think story on the screen earlier during talk. Okay, so then we get our intro. We get to Jade trying to meditate. Fuck, which is my reaction. I said this earlier. My reaction anytime I've actually tried to meditate without acid or mushrooms and get to like a tripped out state, I'm like, I can get there in meditation. And I sit there, I'm like, and I'm like, fuck, I can't do it. Where's the mushrooms? Boyd asks if he has anything, and this was a great line read. Do I look like I fucking find? Did I look like I found anything? And he says, he asks for, this is how you know the character of Boyd has never tripped. He goes, why don't you not take acid because I don't want your brain scrambled? No, you don't get it, dude. Acid opens your brain. Or in this situation, he needs the acid
I mean, listen, this is something that I remember Steve Jobs said about Bill Gates, that he wished that Bill Gates actually took acid because he felt that if he did do that, that he would have been 1,000 times more functional and 1,000 times more better than he is actually now. Because, I mean, you go through it, the history of human beings, and they will tell you what acid does to the human mind and everything else and all that. So it's not unbelievable for anyone to think anything like that. But in the end, as I told you, and I've told y'all plenty of times, and listen to the Don because I get everything right. And y'all should know that by now. And you go against me and you have to bend the knee in the end. But it's got to do with parallel dimensions. When you have acid or some type of stimulant like that, that allows you to see into a parallel dimension. And then that's how you're able to bridge that gap.
Or at least
that is what's going to go down in this show, guaranteed.
At least think you're doing it. Funeral. Okay, so Ethan and Tabitha and Julie are all at the funeral. We get that funeral shot we saw from the trailer. You talked about this, and he's wearing the jacket. It doesn't fit. But he goes there anyways. A man goes to the funeral. We get this is the part to talk about at the funeral. Boyd starts. It's very awkward at the funeral, and Boyd steps up to talk. Days like today are not easy. Right as he says that last word of that sentence, the crows start coming. And all these crows show up and start cawing. And Sophia, we talked about this at the beginning, Tony. Mm-hmm. Sophia wasn't play acting. The man in yellow did not like this, right? You agree?
No, he did not like it. He did not like the crows at all. You could see in the face of the actress that was the reason why she made that face. And again, the actress playing Sophia is amazing. And let me not undershadow how good of a job this actress is doing. This actress is true. Like
playing that duplicity.
There's certain things like when you got it, you got it. Like it isn't apparent, no matter what it is. Like the eye test is the eye test. And you know, whether you're talking about boxing and all that stuff I said about boxing earlier is 100% true. I know but that is 100% true. Y'all can go look it up and stuff. But the eye test is the eye test. When you say that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time, eye test. I don't need to know anything about his stats. I don't care if more people got different stats or they played longer and they got more. Just watch the game, and it's obvious what it is.
Tony, do
When
you
we
ever watch
the Sophia, the actress who plays it? The eye test is there.
She just has it. Do you ever watch the?
She's got it. She's got
This Is
She's
It.
got lightning in a bottle. It's
You ever
just
watch the-
know that about it.
You ever watch the This Is It documentary, the Michael Jackson making the tour
Yeah.
he never did? There's a part where the band is like, we can't get this. How do you count that, Michael? And Michael turns around and goes, you don't count it. How do we know when it comes? You'll feel it sizzle. I forget what Michael exactly says, but there's some things you just know. It's in the performance. And the camera loves her. The
She
camera
just got
loves
it. She has it. It's obvious. It was obvious the first time she was on screen, and it's obvious when you see her acting.
Yeah,
she has it. She's
real
got it.
incredible.
And there's no doubt about it. And I expect to see her. Listen, she's going to Hollywood. I guarantee it. She's going to get a shot to go to Hollywood.
I can see her being a major character in a lot of movies.
I can see her easily starting off as like a best friend of somebody in like a Euphoria type show, and then just taking it from there and going.
So the next one is like, do you? I don't care that much, but I care. Like they mentioned Bacta a couple times in this episode, and I guess she's in the funeral scene. But they're like, she'll feed you, and she's working in the diner. She is at the diner. We just haven't seen her at all as like a real character. So I guess she's not really an important character at this point at all. We see Kenny and Sophia talking. We get a Bacta comment about making food, but we don't see her. They talk about the crows. This is where Kenny just gives way too much information. He's like, yeah, 2 cars arrived. Things started to get bad right around the time that the Matthews arrived, and my dad died, and all this other bad stuff happened. And Sophia's like, oh, so bad stuff happened because the Matthews arrived. And Kenny's like, no, it wasn't that. And he walks off to go talk to Boyd. So Julie comes over in this moment and starts going, hey, Sophia, I'm sorry about your dad. And then they cut. It's an interesting moment where they cut back over to Boyd and Kenny talking, and they don't hear what exactly Sophia says but what's kind of cool in that scene, Tony, is when Julie introduces herself to Sophia. Sophia's like, I know who you are, girl. like I know who the hell you are. Like she's like, I'm Julie. She goes, I know. Like almost in a like, Julie, I see you coming every time. There was definitely some continuation to the Man in Yellow Julie thing. Like you could see the way Sophia was looking at Julie in a very sort of like, okay.
100%. I agree with you. She's definitely stirring the pot. And again, it comes down to what she's trying to do. She doesn't want to kill them. If we're looking at the Man in Yellow's power, from what we can sustain, he can kill everybody right now if he wants
Anytime
to.
he wants.
That's not the greatest pleasure. His pleasure is to get them to kill each other. He wants them all to fall apart and then fight each other. He wants to see that. And that's what he's trying to do. That is what he's trying to evoke at this particular time.
We do big heck, and I'll share it in a second here. We do have a Discord. We just don't use it as much as we could. But yes, absolutely we do. I'm going to throw it in the live chat. Join our Discord. Keep the discussion going. After.
Yeah, if you want to call up right now and everything else. Nonfiction says, I feel bad for anyone that missed the live chat tonight. I feel bad for him too. I think you can see the chat still. Like if you watch it on your TV, you can go back and you can watch and you can see the live chat. And again, let's give love to the one and only Samantha Brown, who jumped up in the chat, came on here as though it was a troll, did all that, and came in here and chilled with us and rocked with us for over an hour and everything else and all that.
So next scene, we see Tabitha comes outside, Julie and her talk. Then we get Ellis and Fatima, the romantic destruction, which eventually leads to them beating the shit out of stuff and her sort of betraying Ellis, not betraying, but going behind Ellis's back with Elgin to collect dirt. We talked about that all at the beginning. You think there's a ghost thing going on where she's trying to sort of, create the dirt and sort of create something to communicate? Like, I don't have no fucking clue what Fatima's doing. I serious, like this is one of those
it's like I said, I would have to think that the Fatima thing is going to be a ghost situation. If you ever watch the movie Ghost, that she's going to make some type of mold and Ellis is out of here. I don't want to hear anything about Ellis surviving. It's been obvious that Ellis is going to die. If you look at all the stuff, the good stuff they had him do, hugging Harold and everything, he's a perfect husband and all that. That is cliche stuff to set things up for somebody to get whacked. And he's going to get whacked and all that stuff. So only thing I could see her doing is making some type of statue and doing some pottery, and maybe Ellis jumps behind her like Patrick Swayze and Ghost, and he pulls her like Demi Moore, and he does something like that. Who wouldn't want to do that? I'd want to do that.
I want to do that.
But I want to do it. You know what I mean? And everything else.
I would not say no. Victor wants a sleepover. Victor is showing Ethan his room, and he's like, "My dad lives here. Dad, I'm glad I threw my shit out the window because Daddy's here." Fucking Scott's so fucking good.
People like the Sonic boys like the Don is no longer here. We're back to Tony. The Don is always here. God damn it! Y'all act like I don't come out here in fucking custom made suits. Woo!
Happens
all
every
the time. Drip from head to toe.
Come on, guys.
Do I have to put the Ric Flair on them, Phil? Because I'll put it on them.
Woo!
I have to put it on you right now. You act like this is not the way it is for the dad Tony.
Ric Flair just took your girl.
God
Be
damn
happy
it.
Ric Flair just took your girl.
Y'all hating on me right now. You don't want me to put it on you right now because I'm having a hard time putting these 50,000 gators on the ground. Woo! I'll give it to you.
You're going full Shawn Michaels right now. Okay, so the Tabitha looks at her picture that Victor made of the family, and she looks at the lighthouse, and she flashes to it, and she starts writing Donna the amazing note about how she's going to kill herself and take care of her kids. So we get Randall and Julie. I've said this earlier, and I'll say it again. I know people want to whatever. I feel like Randall and Julie have a brother and sister relationship, or an uncle. Like he treats her like a little sister that he's trying to help out. Julie gets some gear. Randall's like, well, what you fucking doing? Let's just finish their whole story. They go into the house that crashed, and Randall, fully Captain America, as you called this before, Julie gave him the opportunity to go full Captain American hero. And I don't know about you, Tony. I thought this was a decent scene with Randall in the house. I didn't feel danger for him for one fucking second.
No, not at all. I was like, oh, Randall's gonna go into the house, gonna collapse on him. No one thought that. Like no one thought that.
No one thought the body was gonna do anything, come alive. Like,
yeah, it was a little mouse in the little mouse in the mouth. A little mouse in the mouth.
It was interesting that there weren't a lot of things.
That's all it was. All right. People say, we have some people saying that it was an awesome interview from Three Coleman. I want y'all to, in case maybe she's watching stuff. Who knows? She could still be. Give me on a 1 to 10. I don't want your honest opinion, not because you're down with the Don Tony Teflon and Phil the Issues guy or anything else like that. And look, Pixie Vine TV is like, I ship Tony. You should. All right. Give it 1 to 10. 1 to 10 of that interview compared to any other interview that you've seen. That what was that right there? Give me 1 to 10, and be honest, dead ass. And like you can say what you want and everything else. You know, ain't gonna block you or anything like that. Just say what do you think about that interview right there? We got a 10 right here. We got Sonic with 10 to 10. We got another 10 right there. We got 100 right there. We got a 10 right there. We got a 10 right there. We got 1,000, another 1,000. We got another 1,000 right there, and all that. Yeah, we got another 100 right there. You know what I mean? And all that good stuff. I mean,
they're still good too. Thank you for
another 10. We got 13. We got 10. We got 13. We got 1,000. We got another 1,000 and stuff. But listen. This is. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We got a 47 over there.
Hey, Soul Taker. Now welcome to my world.
We got a 10. We got another 1,000 and everything else and all that. We got someone here says, I mean, it was amazing, but I give it 8.5. Listen, we'll take the 8.5. We're about that and everything else.
Anything over
you know we got another 10 in there for Melly. Listen, we take it. We take it, you know, and we got a 47 up in there.
Those are good odds, Jesse. Jesse, those are some good odds.
Yeah. I'll take those.
Tony will take those odds. I think Tony would. I'll make that call. Okay, so let's continue this. Zipping through this recap, just yada-yadding things. Brundle's time as Ethan and Victor get to the Brundles as Vader. I was just gonna call him Vader. Big Van Vader. Jade is in the water. Jade is floating. His vibe is hilarious in this episode. When they call his name, his what, Tony? What? Mm-hmm. It was just so perfect. Ethan says, we need to leave. It's not here. Victor pushes. And Ethan says, we need to find the Lake of Tears. It's a lake that has magic powers, makes people better when they're hurt. My dad told me we need to find it, and this isn't it. He told me by the RV yesterday. Maybe he will come back if I do this. And as you've said a few times, and I wrote it in my notes, actually, the same way you said it, actually, Victor does something useful and is like, Jade, Get out of the water. We need to find the Lake of Tears.
100%. And I'm gonna fast forward a little bit through the whole thing. I know we have to recap, but unfortunately, Don Tony does have to go to bed because I do have to work in the morning and everything. But listen, the number one thing I would say about Jade, he did a great job and all that. Who the fuck are you to doubt Ethan? Like, Ethan's telling you what's going on. You are a guy who's seen a Civil War soldier. You've seen a guy smash with a boulder. You started talking to fucking mannequins that screamed at you. And then you're going to look at Ethan, and Ethan's got to be the one to break it down to why this should be, this could be credible. Like, it shouldn't take that much. The smartest man in town, it took a 10-year-old to tell you exactly what's going on. He should have been better for that whole situation.
And that whole scene with him and Jade, it's just like, this is the thing that bothers me about these kind of shows, Tony. It's just like it's a trope that, like, in a show where there's zombie monsters or monsters walking around, people are like, I don't believe that you could see ghost teeth. Like, Jade, you're seeing visions. You're seeing people like coming out of that hole in the ground, all sort of shit, like like all the shit you've seen when you played your violin. You're telling me Ethan couldn't have seen a ghost gym? You're gonna be like, really, Ethan? Come on, like, seriously, Jade. That's just a time waster. And eventually, Jade does sort of like understand that he's just full of shit. What else haven't we talked about? Boyd gave a job to Acosta. We talked about that with Acosta. Tabitha knocking the door, leaving a note for Tabitha, Mother of the Year. We talked about this at length, but Henry and Tabitha go and do their situation. Tabitha chooses not to say that she's his former wife. He calls her out for lying because she's a horrible liar and follows her to the tree and then stands in front of the tree and stops her from jumping in and says the line of the night again with, oh, you left a note? You can leave your kids, whatever. And then the dirt. I mean, everything else we've kind of already talked about. Boyd goes to Abby's grave and gets grabbed up by the hand and has the vision. The boy in white, we already talked about him and all that sort of. He shows up looking different. Why are you here? Why you look so different? To the audience, you guys are asking the wrong questions. And I don't think the tree will bring you to the lighthouse. Was that way before. Tabitha speaks the truth and tells him to stop speaking fucking riddles. And he says, you're close, but running out of time. And then they all converge. Henry hears the screams. He comforts Victor, and Jade picks up a mushroom. I'll be damned. And Boyd goes to Abby's grave and gets grabbed up by the thing from the Addams family. And what do you think? You think that was
goddamn hamburger helper hand? Yeah, I like hamburger helper. I eat cheeseburger and macaroni all the time, still to this day. I like it. Not that I can't afford it. I can afford much more than that, but I like the taste. Still like it. And that's what I like, goddammit. No matter how much it costs, I love the hamburger helper. People over here, listen. I want to thank again. Let me thank Samantha Brown for jumping on here, rocking with the Don Tony Teflon, Fill the Issues guy. What an amazing, amazing woman that is. I'd suggest that you all go follow her on Instagram and stuff. And obviously, you could see the type of person that she is just from her jumping on here. We have confirmed that Acosta is into Tony Teflon. If it was that situation, we confirmed that situation. But we got to deal with that. I don't want to hear no more Kenny shit. We're done with it. All right, we're done with the Kenny shit.
Unless Kenny goes full Shane from The Walking Dead and shaves the head.
I don't want to hear no more, Phil. There's no need for you to follow up.
Kenny, you need to shave your head, dude.
That wasn't a follow-up, Phil. I didn't ask for the follow-up. There was no need for follow-up right there.
We're multi-streaming. This is both of us.
Yeah, but there was no need. The follow-up that wasn't unnecessary.
The voice of 916 is going to break this up here. Let's end with the voice of 916. I know you got to wrap. You got to go to bed. Voice of 916, welcome to the show.
Hello. I just wanted to answer Tony's question in rating the interview. 10 out of 10. She was a great interviewee, really intelligent. You could see that she gave a lot of thought and energy into her role, and she does it really well. So that was great. And Tony, thank you for having such amazing guests on for the people who follow your channel. It was amazing. I keep saying amazing because it was.
It's a good.
I appreciate the amazing.
Good word.
That's a word that works for me.
Okay, you stay.
No, don't run away yet. Don't run away yet. Don't run away yet. Listen, I come here and you call in and we love you, and you know I love you. I would hope that you really feel that I do love you, and every time I have a guest on, and I have them who's in the business, who does this, listen to you. Every one of them has confirmed that you should have an agent. You could do this. And I say this because I really want you to. I'm not saying this. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm not trying to. I just really want you to do it because I know you can. Like I know talent when I hear it. I know it when I see it. And I'm telling you, you're missing your calling. You could be such an amazing voice actor. And as they say in Bronx Tale, as Sonny said, there's nothing worse than wasted talent. I don't want you to waste it. You can do it, and I swear you can do it. And the fact that I have been in contact with a lot of these actors, if you really just need someone to point you in a direction, I will find someone to point you in that direction. But I'm telling you, you can do it. I know you can do it, and it would be amazing. And I just want you to, if that's what you want. Feel like I understand that people have other ideals, and maybe that's not what you want, but I really think you should give it a shot.
Well, you know, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. People have always told me all my life about my voice, but I think voice acting takes a lot more than a voice, although that's a definite plus. Acting lessons. I should pursue that. And then we can connect up and go forward. Because it's, you know, why not?
Fair.
Why
Fair.
not? Why not? Why not just see what happens, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, but till then,
till
then, get a job at a jazz radio station introducing classics. Be like, hi, welcome to Jazz 101.
Yes. Either the Jazz FM or Isley Brothers or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
something like
I mean, or unless they make a remix of the Warriors, then you want to be the lady in that.
The what? I'm sorry.
The movie The Warriors, the lady, the remix of the lady in.
Yes, yes, the one that was monitoring the gathering for all the crews in New York. Yeah, something like that. You know, I don't know, but I do appreciate everybody's feedback, regarding my voice, and I am hearing you, and I know that you're serious and that you're not just BSing me. But I think it takes a lot more than just a voice.
I know what you're saying, and I think that when you look at it and you overthink it, it's not that. Trust me. I promise you. If you, I'll find an agent for you. I'll talk to these people. I'll get you someone who has done these. I guarantee. I hear how you're talking. I know you can read. I know you can do it. I know you'll have it. I don't like some people. They have it. As we talked about the other actress who's on the show, who you just know. I know it. I know. I've been around people. Like I've opened, and people want to listen. Obviously, we stretch the truth a little bit here and there, but I've opened up for many a rap artist, whether it was Lil Wayne or DMX and everything. I know when someone, I can hear it as soon as, if you got it, you got it. And I'm telling you, you have it. I know this for fact. And I would not, I swear to you, I would not steer you wrong. I would not say this for any other reason, but for you to better yourself. Trust me. All you got to do is do it. Don't worry about everything else. You think you need this. You think you need this. If you get that script in your hand and you read it, it will be amazing. You can do it.
Just do it, huh? Okay. Just do it. Wise words.
Yeah, that could be a slogan or something.
Yes. Well, anyway, I don't want to keep you guys up past your bedtime any longer than I need to. But I wanted to call in. I thought I was going to be leaving a voicemail. I didn't think you were taking me live.
Tough. We tricked you. I'm Trixie.
Phil.
I'm Trixie.
At any rate, y'all, it was a great live, and it was, good to see the interview and the response from the familia. So,
as my sister is saying, don't put doubt first. Never.
Got you. I got you. Well, thank you, Tony.
Good night, Voice of 916. Have a wonderful one.
You too, Phil. Sweet dreams. Bye-bye.
Who don't I like that, Saggy? I like everybody.
No doubt about it. All right, listen.
Yeah,
I had a great night tonight.
Tony,
yeah, they're great. Like the Don is out here in the shark skin suit, looking like fucking. He's on a power set right now. And this is the way I always dress. And the Don may never wear a hat again. May never. We'll see how it goes and everything. I want to thank everybody who came
Yankee
along.
hat might be retired.
Huh?
The Yankee hat might actually be retired.
I know that would please you. I know it would please you. And the fact that it would please
You're not
you,
wearing a Knicks hat. I mean, it's different.
yeah, the fact that it would please you may make me have to put it in the back on. I don't know. My confidence level is high, brother. Can't tell. I'm licking my lips at the chick like I'm LL. That's the way I feel right now. right now. You know what I mean? But
right now.
Again, let me thank the incomparable, the elegant, the perfect woman, Samantha Brown, who came on the stream, rock with us so much. Really appreciated her. Really appreciated that she was in the chat and she did that. I mean, didn't have to go down like that, but really appreciate that.
Very.
You know what I mean? And appreciate everything else and all that good stuff. And obviously appreciate you, Phil, and appreciate everybody in the chat. We appreciate all the super chats that were left. We will be back on either Tuesday, Wednesday with the theory stream, and we will rock the theory stream
Is this
out
the week
there.
you're
All that good
traveling,
stuff.
Tony?
Huh?
Is this the week you're traveling?
Yeah, I'm traveling this week. I'll be going down to Florida on the week. I won't leave until later the week, but I'll be traveling this week. And then the next show we do, I will be in a hotel room doing that show for the next one and everything else. Listen, man, people saying the best live ever. Let's go. Let's go. Do you expect anything less from the Don, Tony Teflon, and Phil the Issues guy? Come on, man. Did you expect anything less from us? Y'all should know how we get down, man. Y'all should know.
I wish we knew so we could have prepared.
Yeah, it would have been much better if we could have prepared for that. Much better. But hey, what can I say, Phil? What can I say? All right. If you like the way we do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and of course, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is.